Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's that time of the week again. It's NASCAR Heat 5 video game 2021 mod at Gateway or World Technology Raceway or St. Louis. I don't know what it's called anymore. The names changed about as much times as Phoenix changed their name. From PIR to Phoenix to Jeff Gordon Raceway to ISM to then back to Phoenix. I don't know. It's just a whole bunch of. Yeah. So, yeah. It's good to be here. I wanted to start this a tiny bit. I wanted to stream right at noon. So I started the pre-race. The pre-stream music 5 minutes to 12 and then, we can jump right into it. Because it's going to take about 3 hours to complete. And I like to actually finish the stream, then run to get food, come back, and actually see the start of the race and not miss the first, 2 laps. Because, it keeps happening. It's really frustrating. So, yeah. So, with this race, what's interesting about this one is, at least with this game, when this was modded, this was before Gateway was even on the schedule. Or I think we knew it was on a schedule, but we didn't know what the race length was. So they, the modders or whoever modded it, put it basically double the truck race length. So instead of it being 160 laps, it's now 320. So, but in the real life race, it's 300 laps. So, yeah. So we'll have to deal with that, but no big deal. But I'm gonna charge my phone because it's only at 37%. Okay. We okay. We good. Hello NASCAR demo. Hello Caden. Hello. Oh, Dale's here. Hello Dale. Welcome. Hello JC. Hello Big Boom. I agree. Free Mayfield. I have a lot to talk about with that too when we get into the race today. So that'll be very entertaining. So yeah. Are you gonna do lightning challenges from 54? I might have to watch the video and see what the rules are or whatever that's going on with that. I don't know if I want to do it or not. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, welcome Dale to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Yeah, without further ado, we're just gonna jump into it. So obviously, you see in the thumbnail, we are racing as Jerry Mayfield because he was in the Dale Jr. download last week. And there's a lot to talk about with just the race. So, not the race. There's a lot to talk about with his podcast, the Junior's podcast, and what went down with that. There's a lot to talk about. It's about it was like a 2.5 hour part. That was only part 1, so I guess it went on for 5 hours. But there's a lot. There's just it's a really fascinating listen. So we're gonna pick him because it's topical. I was gonna go with maybe Rusty Wallace because he's from the St. Louis area, but I think Mayfield's appropriate. We gotta give Mayfield some love because man, he got royally fucked by NASCAR, something fierce. So he deserves some appreciation, and I think he was royally misunderstood. So we're gonna go with him, and we're gonna try to get him the dub. So basically, the settings: 105 difficulty, 100% race length, full damage, and we have more grip for the tire wear. Flags on strict, multiple race stages. Now with the AI, I changed one thing with it. It is just basically the tire wear effect. I have it to less for them. I had it on normal, and I was testing some races, and I was just crushing them way too much. It didn't really work. So less effects seem to balance that out pretty well, at least with this track. So that's really the only major change. So save, we'll continue. And with that, yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. This is gonna be a long ass race. Well, compared to apparently, oh my god, it's 240. That's actually shorter than I thought it was. Wow, it's gonna be a short race today then. Well, sort of, I don't know, but yeah, so we'll be here for a while, so yeah, we're just gonna jump straight into it. On my console's 200. I guess the modding. Yeah, the modding changed that. When this was modded, this was before Gateway even had like the official amount of how many laps they're gonna run. So they just basically doubled the truck length, which typically that's the case. Like whatever the truck race length is, it's double that compared to the cup race. So I'm kind of surprised it's not that. But yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be long. Well, it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes, which is about like the average race length for like these streams. So yeah, we'll jump into it and everything. We're gonna be starting last, so it's gonna be interesting to get through the field. It is pretty tough with the settings I have, so it's not gonna be a cakewalk. It's gonna be really, really difficult. So we'll see. But yeah, there's just once we get into the race, I'll talk about the podcast because there's a lot to talk about. Seriously, there was a lot to dive into about all of it. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about it. I mean, the fact that Ryan Blaney said that it's gonna be hard to pass, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be probably a shit show. I don't know if it's gonna be as bad as Martinsville, but we are teetering on that like second worst race of the season like level. The All-Star one's gonna be on the holder. That's like that one's like like I said, it's a 0. So I don't know. Hello Amani, thanks for stopping by. Oh, okay, so the challenge one is just last first. Okay, that's simple enough. Well, go. So we're going to go with the 4 slider. I could go a lot higher, but I think it's just best to keep it at 4 just so we have that good long run speed. So obviously, since we're not going to qualify, we're going to be in the back. Pole was a 32.2, which is really freaking fast. Should have went to Portland with the Xfinity. Well, it's not in this game, so it's not possible to do. God, that Xfinity race is such a shit show. It was such a shit show. It was just a mess. I'm glad Allmendinger won because I like him, but yeah, it was a mess. I don't know. A lot of it was just because of the rain elements. So I don't know. It's hard to even judge what the track could be actually like if it's just dry. So I don't know. It's kind of got that like Coda vibes from like 2021, just less extreme with the rain. But yeah, we'll just jump into it. We're starting 38th. We got Harvick on pole. Kurt's up there in the top 10. Ryan Newman's not fast, which is really depressing. Ryan Preece went to the back. Bell went to the back. So whenever Volt stops by, I really hope Newman is not running last, because that's going to really make me upset. Here we go. 320 laps, stage 1. We're green. And we're going to try our best to do good in this first stage. I'm going to try to take it easy in turn 1. Yeah, these cars in the back, they are slow, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to get around them. We'll go 3 wide there. 3 wide on the top and then 3 wide on the bottom. Just going to try to be careful. Obviously with Newman, or obviously with these paint schemes at this track, because this was, you know, they didn't race here in 2021 with this mod, so they kind of just threw in, or they just kind of had the AI run like different paint schemes, as you saw Newman with like the Planner Peanut car. Oh, that's cool. It's really cool that the modders thought of that. Like, hey, they're racing at different tracks. We're not just going to give them like the default schemes. We're going to give them like different ones and stuff. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, we're getting through the field. Things are pretty smooth. Yeah, 100 lap stage, 75 in the fuel, so we will have to pit once, which isn't too bad. Cautions don't happen too often here, so we should have pretty lengthy green flag runs. So we'll have to see how it plays out. But from what I did in practice, because I did some practicing yesterday, I did like a... Ow! Eric Jones, car low. I did like a dry, kind of like a dry run of it yesterday, and it was pretty tough. So I kind of expect the same thing today. The only problem is I don't really have. Oh, I do have the preferred lane. Get to the bottom. All right, we're good. I was a little scared there. But we're moving up through the field. Ryan Blaney's back here, but I do gotta say, with the Coke 600 race, that is twice this season. Oh, almost hit Suarez. That is twice in this game. It is predicted the right winner. First, it was William Byron at Atlanta. Then it was Denny Hamlin at Charlotte, because I won Charlotte, and it was, you know, went to the next highest finisher, and that was Hamlin. So, yeah, that's kind of wild. It's 2 for like 14 or 10 or whatever, 12. I don't know. It's not a great ratio, but yeah. We're in the top half of the field now. We're doing pretty good. I mean, Harvick's leading, which I heard the Fords are really fast this weekend, so that's sort of equivalent to real life. The only difference is in this game, it's, you know, this is a night race when, you know, real life it's a day race, so, you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers, so I can live with it. I think this track looks better at night anyways, personally. Oh. Don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck, don't wreck.
Clear all around. Looking outside now. All clear.
How did he wreck from that? Like, what? I'm just confused. That was really weird. I didn't think I hit him that hard. All right, well, I guess that makes it easier for me to move up through the field. That's boring. God damn it. We're gonna stay out. That's embarrassing. I can't believe he wrecked from that. That was such a light tap. I didn't even think I got hood damage. Well, now I do, but I don't even think I did it. I don't know. That was just weird. Anyways, we're back green.
Still there. Car there on the outside.
I was trying to say is the Fords are fast this weekend. And the game predicted, you know, Hamlin winning. That's God, I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Yeah, I watched the truck race in St. Louis. I didn't see all of it. I was just really tired. I saw most of the Xfinity race. That's just... Yeah, I was just... Jesse, can we just get Jesse Uji out of the damn series? He's such a damn roadblock everywhere he goes, and just a moving chicane. He still thinks he's in the battlefield at war or something, and he's using his car as like an absolute, like, freaking weapon. Like, I don't know. It's just embarrassing. Has no business being on the racetrack. It doesn't, like... It's one of those cases where I don't know how people can excuse his horrific driving, and then the people are trying to justify it's like, oh, he's a team motor, he can race. It's like, yeah, he can, but he's gonna get, you know, he's bad at it. Like, God, it's amazing how just terrible he is. No, it's not. 32.8. No, it's not. What is my... I mean, I guess it's technically the best in the race, but that's not... Alright, I don't know why Stuart worded it like that. I just can't believe I wrecked like that. That was just so weird. Yeah, I saw the video clip on Twitter with Hocevar getting injured. What is that? Yeah, I saw that. It was, I don't know, something. It was definitely concerning that the AMR safety team didn't get to him soon enough. I don't know, it's just weird. It just doesn't, especially since he's literally like yelling out in pain. It's like, that's just it gave me Dale Jr. like California vibes from 2002, where he was in pain with the incident he went through, and yeah, it's just, you know, it's never fun to listen to something like that.
Keep it up. That was
Chris
the
Bush
best
is up
lap
here. I
ever.
didn't even notice that. Good run for
Stay to
him.
your left.
Lap traffic should start to play a factor. Maybe about 25 laps or something into the run.
Stay to your left.
But yeah, as far as the
Still there.
Jerry Mayfield episode on the Dale Jr. download, there's a lot to talk about. So, first off is it is fucking padded as shit. Now, I don't usually watch the Dale Jr. download, so I don't know if this is just how it's always like this, or what exactly.
Still there.
So it was a 2.5. I think it was
All the way to the wall.
2.5. I don't know if it was. I think it was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I think. So they go through like the first 5 minutes, talking about the subject matter that they're going to talk about. I'm like, okay, so this is, you know, I was like, all right. And then they go on not an hour, but like a 55-minute, or not a 55-minute, but like a 50-minute tangent on other stuff. And it's such a waste of time. It's so pointless. Like, why is like 40% of the podcast just not related to the subject matter at all? Is that how it always is? Is it always like that? Because if it is, then shit, then I guess I have less interest to even watch those anymore, but
Keep it up.
I don't know.
Best lap ever.
It was just, I mean, I skimmed through it because I'm not going to sit there and listen to them talk about the World 600 and other stuff, because that's not what I came there to listen to. But, you know, so that was just kind of weird, and it was just like, wow, this is... And then it makes me wonder, like, why is Dale Jr. saying, oh, we were talking to Mayfield for like 5 hours? And it's like, well, not really, because if you're going to have like 50-minute segments of just nothing, then it's not 5 hours, it's more like 4. So I don't know, it's just weird. And if they have, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense to me. So that was just like one bad thing right off the bat. Just didn't give me good hope for the interview, the whole process, because why did it take almost an hour to get into the actual subject matter? So that was just pointless. But then when they actually interview Mayfield, that's when things got really interesting. Then it got very interesting, in fact. There was a lot to take in. And that's where I think the whole interview stuff and the whole episode kind of shined, was during that whole part. Because up to that point, I was not impressed and really fucking bored. And just, well, not bored, but just annoyed. But yeah, with Mayfield's whole situation, because how it all started is he got tested positive because he was taking Adderall and
Keep hitting your mark.
Claritin D.
Get better.
And the thing with NASCAR's drug policy back then is it was very vague. They didn't have any specific things you can and can't use. So drivers were afraid to even take anything. Like if they were sick, they were afraid to take any over-the-counter like medicine. Which is awful. That is awful. So if anyone gets sick, they just can't take anything? That's like ridiculous. So Mayfield got bobbed for that, which doesn't really make any damn sense. And especially in hindsight now, it's like, well, if Mayfield was, then they were trying to, the NASCAR was trying really hard to not try really hard, but then it's like that whole thing went through, and that was just absurd and ridiculous. Then I just felt so bad for him. Just, he got into such shit for no reason. And it was so wrong. It was so messed up. And then in 2011, he gets into this whole police case, or basically people raided his home, destroyed his home essentially, for like a warrant or for a warrant
Clear left.
because they thought that he had possession of meth, and then they basically, the police pretty much put meth in Mayfield safe and try to blackmail him, or not blackmail him, but like it was this whole conspiracy of the police being really corrupt and crooked to the point where, you know, they were just giving, you know, just charging people wrongly for things. It was just this, like, absolutely insane. Just so fucked. And then
Clear left.
Brian France's ex-wife went to Mayfield and I guess represented him in court, or was like a witness to like confront Brian France with all the shit, because he was trying like really hard to kind of stop Mayfield from racing, essentially. Because when they went to court originally for like the like Adderall and Claritin D stuff, the court actually approved him to go race again, and Brian France was really pissed about that. So then, like, him and like the doctor called Dr. Black they basically were trying to find a way to keep him out of the sport, so they were just making shit up of things that he was doing. Because if word got out that, you know, that he was allowed to be, you know, racing again, then that would make them look bad, and it was just disgusting. It's like, I'm not surprised Brian France did something horribly shady and fucked up, because he kind of has a track record of that, but it's definitely one of the most well-known stuff. And then the one thing that really stood out to me, or one of the things that was kind of surprising to me, is that Brian France's ex-wife was talking to Mayfield, and she was saying to him how Brian France didn't like him, and then she was basically implying to him that he got a black flag at like the the Brickyard 400, and was pretty much saying that was like an illegitimate black flag, like it was just fixed just to fuck him over. And I'm not surprised by that, like, because they did that same shit with Montoya. So I wonder if there was some, like, you know, conspiracy with that. So now that makes me wonder, at least during that time when people were just getting black flag, is it legit? Is it bullshit? Because the implication is that, you know, Brian France is just rigging shit. So it makes you wonder, like, what other stuff went down that we don't know of. So that was insane. Just absolute insanity of the shit that he went through. And it's just, I don't know, it's a shame. It's a shame, because Mayfield, I felt so bad for him. Like, he had no business being treated as badly as he did, because, you know, there was things that he said, like, he was outspoken, but he was outspoken on things that were true. He said, like, Aaron Crocker and Ray Abraham were having a thing. I don't know if that was, like, what he worded, but it was, like, you know, that was basically the gist of it. And he was fucking right. He was right. He called it. He was absolutely right on that. And then, you know, he's saying, like, Brian France, you know, is, you know, he thought it was funny how Brian France is so strict on, like, or is so much on the drug policy that he does shit too, and it was like calling the kettle calling the pot black or something. I don't know, some analogy like that, and it was like, yeah, that's rich, and especially considering years later he got, you know, caught for taking oxycodone and doing shit. So it's like, yeah, he was right on that too. So the shit that Mayfield was saying, calling him up for, he was fucking right. So it's just, I felt really bad for him. And, you know, Austin Oganowski made a video. It was like a quick 5-minute video, and he was saying how, you know, Mayfield's not as insane as we think. And he was saying, you know, he was showing, like, actual people that are meth addicts, like, how they look after 7 or 8 months of taking stuff like that, and he looked awful. Yet Mayfield looks fine. So like how, like that makes zero sense. Like even that narrative doesn't even make any sense when you realize that if Mayfield actually took meth, then you would have seen like him looking really messed up. Like, but he doesn't. He looks just normal. So, yeah, that's bullshit. And Mayfield basically got screwed out of his entire NASCAR career, even though by like 2008 and 9 he was already kind of in the twilight years anyways. I mean, he was owning his own team. Who knows how long that would have lasted. He really wasn't relevant too much anymore by that point, but his career ended, and literally his whole life just ended. Like, everything. He lost millions of dollars through court settlements and everything. The police raid at his like house, there was like 80 people that showed up with like guns. They were all dressed in like black mask, black everything. For telling him to go to the ground. They were threatening to shoot his dog. His wife was like in the shower when all this stuff was happening. They took her out of the shower and threw her down to the ground when she was wearing a bath towel and like putting a gun to her head. It's like, what the fuck? Like, just ridiculous, insane shit. I felt so damn bad. It was just so gross. And it makes you wonder too, because all that stuff happened. And it makes you wonder, like, was this all a conspiracy? Was like Brian France or something in on that whole situation to try to just fuck over Mayfield even more? And this is in like 2011 when that police raid happened. So this is like 2 years after all that stuff happened. But he was still trying to like find a way to get reinstated in the NASCAR. And like that police raid stuff happened about a month before like he would get word on if he was going to get approved or not. So the timing of it is just really weird. He got caught, not even got caught, but he got accused of like 28 criminal felonies, and he only actually got bought for 2, and the 2 of them are bullshit anyways, because it was for like stolen possessions, but he got them at like flea markets or yard sales and stuff, so he didn't know he was buying like things that were stolen, so like that's bullshit. And it was just so disgusting, the situation he went through. It's just insane. I feel like I'm like, it sounds like I'm making this shit up because it's so extreme, but it's the case. It's what happened to him, and it's so wild. And I just wish NASCAR would give him a fucking apology or something. Like, they did him so wrong, so dirty, in so many ways. Like, that Dr. Black guy isn't there anymore with NASCAR. And he was the same person that was on, like, the Tim Richmond case and stuff. And they were, like, trying to make him have, like, false positives or... Not false positive, like, false negative... I don't know what the fuck it is. False positives or... They're basically trying to, like, manipulate Tim Richmond's drug test to make sure he didn't get in. And, like, there was, like, you know, messed up shit like that. I think Dr. Black was, like, the same person that was investigating the Chris Benoit shit, and he didn't find anything weird about him. And it's like, the man was absolutely mentally insane. So it's just weird shit like that that's just crazy to think about. And in like the court case, like Brian France was saying weird stuff, like, because when you sign up to be a NASCAR driver, in the contract, it says, like, you can't sue them for anything. You're basically, you can't sue them. So if they do something like that, accuse them of taking stuff that, or taking meth or other bullshit, or even just admitting administering, like, this drug policy, but they don't tell the drivers what they can and can't take. And even Dale Jr. attested to it, saying that, you know, because Dale Jr. obviously was racing at that time when Mayfield had that all stuff happen. Even Edwards was confused, like, you know, what about him and his sponsor, because he had a sponsor like Claire Didi. It's like, can he take something like that? So it's just really bizarre and contradictory, because it's apparently Claire Didi a drug. Like, So why would NASCAR allow a drug to be in the thing? That just doesn't make sense. So they just NASCAR put themselves in this dumb situation, and just basically use Mayfield as a martyr to set an example for other people, for what they can and can't do. Just insane. It is other than that hour of fluff, which is completely pointless, and if there was a supercut, I cut that shit out. But that hour and a half of them talking about that stuff, that is a fascinating listen. And it really put it into perspectives. And I think literally anyone, because I think years and years ago, I don't know when I think I did Mayfield meth jokes or something. And I feel bad. I feel bad I even did those jokes, considering the context that we know of and everything. And it's just disgusting. Who knows what other really shady shit Brian France did when he was in his regime? Because that's just absurd. And in the court stuff, Brian France was saying weird stuff where they weren't taking accountability for their actions, because they were saying, well, we can do what we want because we own NASCAR, so they can just do whatever. They have no rules, and just weird stuff like that. And it would just go back and forth because, the court case, the judge is saying this and that with stuff, and then they, he would be saying just well, we don't gotta listen to anyone. And it's just childish bullshit, nonsense. It's just I can't even imagine the stuff that he went through. I wish NASCAR would just fucking apologize or re-invoke his license, even though he probably wouldn't be racing in the Cup Series anymore. But I just felt so bad for him that he went through all that stuff for no reason. For no reason at all. All because he was an easy target. Because he was an outcast. He didn't have really any friends in the Cup Series, and kind of spoke his mind, and he really wasn't part of the circle. And because of the stuff he said with Ray Evernham and the stuff with that, it's it just made him an easy target. And yeah, it was just, it became Mayfield said it was personal. Brian France went personal, he took it personally with them. And I remember I don't know how true it is, but Mayfield was saying something, not in the podcast, but somewhere, that it probably was around 2000 or 99, but Mayfield was talking to Earnhardt about something, and Earnhardt was basically telling Mayfield to watch out for Brian France, and to basically keep other career options in mind, because he didn't believe Brian France would be a good leader for the sport. Now, who knows if Earnhardt knew that Brian France did drugs or other stuff, or he just didn't think he was good. Who knows? But it is eerie in hindsight, knowing what we do now. So it's funny to think about. But yeah, it was just crazy, the stuff that was going on, the stuff that he went through. And yeah, I felt terrible. I just felt so guilty that I made dumb Mayfield meth jokes about him. I think everyone really needs to apologize to him, because there was a period in time everybody just kind of just took him as a drug addict and pretty much mocked him out of the sport, just didn't give him a chance, and they just abandoned him, and he didn't do anything fucking wrong. And it really shows the dark underbelly of the sport and just how gross it can be. Which, who knows if that's still the case now. But at least during that time period when Brian France was around, who knows? After all that stuff, who knows what other weird stuff what was going on. Like I was saying with the Juan Montoya situation, Montoya got black flagged at Indy. Just like how Brian France's ex-wife was telling Mayfield how it was basically implied that like Brian France gave him a black flag for a bullshit reason because he hated him.
That's the halfway mark.
And it makes you wonder, it's like, well, that would be, you know, there's, you know, start to connect other things. Like, did Brian France not want Montoya to win the Brickyard 400 because of some dumb political nonsense things? Like, oh, we can't have this driver win, it would look bad for the sport. It's like, wow, I don't know. It makes you wonder about other weird stuff. Because that was 2009. When that happened, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just really freaking weird. So yeah, the whole podcast. That was only part 1. I don't know what on earth's gonna happen in part 2 because I feel like we got everything we needed out of the first one, but there's still apparently a lot more to be discussed. So I'm looking forward to the next part that comes out next week, I think. So we'll see how that kind of, you know, turns out. But yeah, it was just it's just a crazy fucking story. I just and that's why I wanted to racism today, because I wanted to get him a freaking dub, because the man deserves some respect, and you know, deserves a lot more than what he did.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
That was like a 40-lap tangent. Nothing really too much happened. I'm still 5th. I'm 6 seconds back from the leader. Yeah, that's what I meant about the race being really tough, because, you know, I can't really gain much time on them. Brad's leading, so that's cool. Sorry, Chad, I went on a tangent. I didn't get a chance to respond. But hello, Mark Harmon. Hello, Sabia. Thanks for everybody for stopping by. I do appreciate it. We have over 30 people watching me freaking talk about the thing. But yeah. Yes. I'm hoping he can make an SRX start too. Because it seemed like him and Ray Abraham actually settled out their differences. Now they're good again, so that's cool. So I hope Mayfield makes an SRX start somewhere. Be really freaking cool. And despite the issues I have with the Dale Jr. download, with like that 55 minutes of just padding and just talking about nothing, Dale Jr. is really good at interviewing people and being able to ask the right questions, letting him being able to talk. Like, honestly, Jr. is really good at that. I didn't think he was going to be that good at it. I was really shocked by it. It was really good. If they just cut that padding and fluff, man, it would have been like a 10 out of 10 interview. I mean, luckily I could just kind of skim around and kind of, avoid all that. But oh shit, Darian's lit. Oh my god, Darian's here. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. I guess you were listening to my, like, 40-lap rant. Not a rant, but 40-lap discussion on that, because it was a lot to talk about. But yeah, like Christopher said, like the stream, support the stream, throw some likes. It helps out in the algorithm. Get it to 30 likes, because why not? I'm also up to 4th now. I just passed Harvick, so that's interesting.
Still there. Nobody out back.
Is it okay if a furry's in the chat? Sure, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. Yeah, we're still... we gained a spot. We lost time to Brad, though, so... that's a bit alarming. Lap traffic, as you saw, is kind of being a problem. It's not enough of a problem because the leaders have kind of gotten around them pretty easily. But we're going to get by Chase, so that's P3. I'll take it. 6.7 back from Brad Keselowski. Second is Truex. I don't think this game is currently being very accurate. The only thing that's being accurate is a Ford being dominant, because apparently that's going to be the case in real life, but I think Truex is a possibility. But yeah, so far it's not being realistic. What kind of dog is Bailey? Oh, Bailey's a full-bred Sheltie. If you're wondering, that's what she is. And she is adorable. I will say, racing this, it's fun to race around here. I like it. Don't really have any problems with it. It's just kind of hard to hit my marks or just be really consistent. So if I like just not talk, then maybe I could probably do a little bit better. But then that would defeat the purpose of a stream, wouldn't it? To like not talk. I mean, there's definitely points where I don't talk, but I try to make that. I don't try to just not talk at all. Is there any way you know to make ignition playable on road courses? Really, the only thing to do to fix that is just basically put the traction on high and then put everything else off, and then that's, you know, pretty decent then. So that's really the only advice I can give. As far as the AI, I can't control that. The only thing you can really control is just your traction control and the assist you have with the road courses, and that should make it at least tolerable, and you can get around there. And at least for me, it was pretty easy for the most part, except for Watkins Glen, because that was really difficult. But everything else was pretty good in terms of like just being able to drive the car and stuff with that setting. So if you do that, then it should be a lot better for you. So that's my 30-second advice. Yeah, Truex getting held up by lap traffic. You'd like to see it.
Still there.
No, never mind. Ryan Preece is in my way. Yeah, we went quite a long time in this green flag run, over 50 laps since the last yellow. And tires are worn, but we should be able to make it to the end of the race. My right front is actually more worn than my right rear, which is very telling of just, I guess, how much I've just been overdriving the corners. So I want to try to fix that if I can. Does that mean Cindric has a chance to win? Maybe. Maybe, because I don't think Brad's gonna have a shot to win. He has just had an ugly, rough season. So I don't know. Newman is last. Come on, game. I know he's cold. He's a snowflake, but he can't be getting lapped by Ty Dillon of all people. That doesn't make any sense. I guess that's Brad Keselowski. I guess if we have to think of it that way, which is even more depressing. Because oh, that's so sad. Yeah, you're right. Redneck G's, I gotta back up the corner more. I just been pushing it in there way too hard. It's been my fault with all that. The Jeremy Mayfield story got me all amped up, and I was just not driving it ideally. I mean, we're up to second, so we're doing something's being done right.
Hold your line. Stay high.
I have no idea how big cars on lead lap now. It's got to be less than half the field at this point.
Still there. All clear. All clear. No pressure from behind.
If this is... No, it's not. Newman just doesn't run last and get lapped by Ty Dillon. That doesn't make any sense. Gotta give Newman some credit. He's not that bad. It was not that awful in 2021. It was funny because when I was practicing off camera, Newman was actually running like top 5, so it's crazy what that like snowflake did. It just destroyed his entire race. Jeez, Brad is really making this tough.
You're gonna need those tires to last, driver.
I believe Newman's been passed by the leaders 3 times. Oh god. That's not good at all. Truex is back behind me. Yeah, this is going to be tough. It's going to be really tough to win it. I think once we pit, have our second, our stage yellow, I think we'll probably have a shot to compete for the lead, and we'll be a lot closer to Brad to start, making, at least, keeping him honest.
You've got to take care of the rubber. The only
And
thing
lap
you
traffic
need
will
is
be,
the track.
will be a big factor, so stage 2, I think, will give us a lot better hope. Byron has damage. That's because of me, so I'm sorry about that.
All clear. At your bumper, clear high, clear high.
Actually, what's interesting with this game, if the longer races that you do, then naturally the longer green flag runs you have. It's very easy. I mean, especially on like ×1 fuel and had like 100% race, then yeah, you could easily go 50 plus laps without a yellow. Especially with Gateway, I was able to go through like at least a whole stage without a caution, so it is possible. At least with this track and how the AI seem to be, it doesn't seem like they throw the the yellow out too easily. So I don't know. It's just interesting to kind of think about. I think Brad's getting held up in lap traffic. That's why we're closing in a good bit. We got 5 laps of fuel, so we should be good for a little bit. Especially when I go down pit road, I will try to take the pit road like a normal human being. Even if it costs me time, I want to try to at least be fair. At least as fair as I possibly can be. It is just really hard to get down pit road at this track on this game. Just because the AI can get down there, they have like super grip, and they can just go down there faster than what you can. It doesn't matter how good you are; they'll just always be faster. So that's a little bullshit. But we'll make do with it. We're actually closing in on Brad a lot now, so he is just getting destroyed by lap cars.
You're wearing those tires down, driver.
I mean, his lead. I mean, that is a massive drop from what he was running before. Bowman 16th. I guess there's only 15 cars on lead lap. Makes sense to me. Matt getting my freaking face again. I can't stand it. Brad is pitting. Yeah, might as well. I'm gonna pit too. Why not?
Clear high, clear high.
That could have been a lot worse, but we're okay.
Slow down. Your tires
45. Alright, that was a little rough, but we're okay. Did you see the Noah Gragson tag? I did not see that. I saw the latter half of the Xfinity race. I only saw the Xfinity race with like 24 laps to go, and that was probably the worst time to watch it because it was like a caution fest for like the whole through. Thanks, Logano, you son of a bitch. I hate him so much. (16.6) for the pit stop. I got a really bad feeling about the race today too. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I don't know. The short track package has been horrific this season, so I don't know what they can do to fix it.
Get after it now. Get after it now.
Of all things, you would think the short track stuff would be the easiest thing to. You would not expect that to be a problem, but apparently it
That
is.
car ahead of you is pitting.
So we'll see where the cycles is out. Brad's only about 6.5 seconds, so he did gain time during the pit cycle. kind of expected that, to be honest, because we can't get down there in pit road and do all that stuff as fast as them, so it's just kind of inevitable. We should cycle out second, but everybody's starting to pit. Obviously, we can make it to the end. I'm assuming everybody took 4 tires. I probably could have just taken right side tires and been fine, but I really didn't want to do that. I want to try to... I don't want to just do something wild like that in stage 1.
Bottom looks good. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Yeah, Brad is... He gained like 2.5 seconds on me, so... That sucks. Everybody else is pitting, though. So we should cycle out in a second with really no problems. Yep, there goes Brad back to lead. Can we run him down in 22 laps? I doubt it, unless lap traffic completely destroys him, which it seemed like it was happening right by the end of the run. So I don't know, maybe could happen, but I'm not too optimistic about it. That's Austin Dillon for 15th, so there's only what, 14 cars on the lead lap now. That is terrible. Not terrible, but just crazy. Still 6.6 seconds. Alfredo is going to go down pit road. He stayed out for quite a while, so maybe he was one of the few people that pitted in that first yellow. I don't really know. But still 6.6. I'm quite amazed it's still stuck there. That's really interesting.
Careful, still there. We got 20 more laps. Top 3, use it if you need it.
I mean, we're gaining a 10th, so that's something. A couple of 10ths now. Brad doesn't have too much lap traffic in front of me. I can't even see him, so it's hard to even tell what he's even coming across on the track or what exactly. But yeah, once we have the restart and we have track position, I think we have a real good shot of trying to have a shot for the lead. The only I do remember last week, Noah Gregson. Really game. I wanted that to go green because that was going to be kind of interesting if I could run him down or not. But all right, can't see if anybody blew up. But okay, we only have 13 on lead lap. Chris Buescher's 13th, Kurt 12th. Nobody's pitting. All right, well. That's kind of what I was looking for, so I'll take it. We're going to get a good jump on the start, too, because we just, for whatever reason, got like the good acceleration on the start, so. That's our second yellow of the race. Great flag. We only have 16 to go. Or 15 to go. We got the lead from Brad, so perfect. And we got the lead for the first time today. I'm going to try to hold them off. What's really fun with this track is you kind of have a good run on these straightaways. They're long enough. I kind of have the speed for it, so yeah, it's fun. It's like I said earlier, it is fun to race here. It's just are just really tough here, especially with the settings that I have. Having them on like less tire effect does help it out quite a bit. So if I had it on normal, then they would kick my ass for like 20 laps, and then they would just, fall off terribly, and I would have like a 15-second lead, and that's not fun. Yeah, that was good turn 3. We kind of, maintained the lead through all that. They get a good run off, but we kind of carry that speed through the straightaway, so we kind of had this like back and forth, even battle. So, yeah, as long as I just nail the corners, and just kind of park the bus and keep it on the bottom lane, we should be fine. Like, cause even if not, even if Newman, fuck yeah, wrong people. But yeah.
Inside. Clear behind.
Oh, Brad tried, but
Clear.
we got that run off the corner.
Left side. Got one peeking inside. All clear. No pressure from behind. Got his nose there.
I think with how little laps we have left to go, lap traffic's not going to really pose a threat. Unless Newman somehow goes a lap down in 15 laps, which is going to be really depressing.
Clear all around. Inside. All clear. No pressure from behind.
Yeah, we're holding our own. We're doing good. Truex is trying to do something. I guess the sweaty thing about it is it's just really tough. At least from what I did in practice yesterday, it just never really seemed I was able to pull away. So I don't know. I gotta sweat, gotta focus. Still gotta hit my marks, because if I mess up the corner too badly, he's gonna get there. So I can't give up the bottom too much. But I want to dime in the corner. But it's hard to do it when someone's behind me. But we're kind of making it work.
Car there on the inside. All clear.
We'll give Truex the draft, try to help him. Brad tried to kind of cut him off there. I saw that in my mirror.
Got his nose there. To your door. Nobody out back. Left side.
Brad, he just keeps trying. I mean, that's his best run throughout the corner. Do we have enough in turn 3 to... Oh, yeah, we do.
He's by himself.
No, I pushed it too much. Oh, he's up. Oh. Damn it. I mean... Oh, we led the lap. I mean, I'll take it. Oh, that's such a...
Inside.
Oh, I'm going to take Harvick with me. No. 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 Oh, I'm upset. I'm upset.
Hold your line. Still there.
I don't know if I can get to them now. We need lap traffic, but there's not enough time for that to come into play.
Still there. One back. Clear left. Still there.
Ooh, Harvick went wide in the corner. You see his car kind of slide up there? That was kind of cool. Got second. Can I run down Brad? That's another question. Because the straightaways are so long, we actually do get a bit of a suck, so... I don't know, maybe. We're keeping even with them. Might have lost some time there. Truex is trying to make the pass on me, but we're just going to try keeping Brad's draft, even though we're not getting draft, which is confusing. There we go. That was a good diamonding the corner. That felt pretty good. Why can I not get the draft still? What is this? Is Brad using cheat codes? How close do I need to be to get draft? Like I was 5/10, but I was 4/10 for a second there. Oh, now I finally got drafted. Okay. That was a pretty decent run through the corner. Truex trying, but we're 4/10. Is that draft zone territory? No. Okay. God, we're so close. It's fucking awesome. I like this. I like that when they give me a challenge. 2 laps to go. We're there. Oh, we're there. We have a shot at this for the stage. I don't know. I mean, turn 3 we can get in there pretty good if we get close enough. We could do a cheeky send. We're close enough. We are within dive bomb range. White flag for stage 1. We're gonna duck down low. If we could just park the bus a little bit. Just keep on the bottom. Set him up for turn 3. Oh, little contact. We can side draft him though. Oh, I think we're good. We're gonna send it in turn 3. Brad's gonna go up high. He kind of scrubbed up a little bit. Turn. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, that's hot. That's a textbook pass. We'll win stage 1. Last lap pass. I'll take it. That was awesome. That was freaking sweet. That was good stuff. Wow. Wow. That was awesome. Thank you, Mike, for the kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you, Redneck Jesus, for the... I would like to do some NASCAR Heat 5 online. It'll probably just be on PC, because I can't for the life of me get the Elgato to work with the Streamlabs OBS thing. For it to work through that, so it'll probably just be on like PC whenever I do get to that. Well... Here we go. This is going to be 97 lap stage 2, I think. Yeah, here we go. Green flag's out. And we got 97 in the stage, 75. Yep, so pretty similar to stage 1. The only difference now is we got track positions, so we can try to hang on to this for a little bit longer, and I'm sure lap traffic will play a factor. It was almost starting to become a factor in those last couple laps. We were just a little bit short. We need another like 7 or 8 laps for that to happen. But off to a good start. I'm sure Brad's going to keep us honest though throughout most of this, so can't really expect me to pull away from him. Kind of like how it is with other tracks. Even if Brad does get by me, I want us to be as close to lap traffic as possible, so when that does occur, then we can kind of, you know, get the lead back through all that stuff. Jonathan, I won stage 1, so it was pretty good. The last lap pass, it was epic. I cried a little bit. It was badass. I just messed up turn 1 there, so I think there goes my lead. Well, not really. We kind of keep even with them on the straightaways.
Left side's clear. Car there on the inside. Left side.
Car's a bit too tight on the short one, though. I don't know how many laps it takes for it to kick in, but it loosens up a little bit. So I'd like for that to come into play once that happens. It's just a bit too tight. That's a good question. I don't know what on earth happened to Truex. Did he just have a bad pit stop? No, he's back there. He's in like 10th where Kurt is. I think Kurt's 9th and Truex is 10th, I think. I mean, the AI can have bad pit stops, but it doesn't always happen. But yeah, that was a weird one. I don't know if Truex just had a bad start or what. I don't really know. But all I know is we're leading. Kurt's in the top 10, though, which I like to see, so. Go, Kurt. There goes Truex getting by him, too, so. I saw that in my mirror. William Byron, I spun him out earlier in the race. And he has, like, hood damage. So I don't know if that's affecting his speed. He's running, like, top 15, I think, last time I saw him. I think Brad is faster than me. He just can't get around me. It's not even like I'm really trying to block him or anything. I'm just kind of just racing my lane, and he gets a good run off turn 2, and I give him the bottom. You know, he's free to take as much as he wants, but he just can't get there. Yeah, Kurt's in his regular monster scheme for this one, which I'm sure makes you very happy because I know you like that scheme a lot. So. Yeah, that's that's kind of perfect, actually. Oh, Brad tried. And I don't know if that's a great route off the corner, but yeah, props to him.
All clear, no pressure from behind, inside.
Oh, okay, nope. Oh my God, Chase Elliott just sent it 3 wide after Brad was sliding. What a Chad move. Where's Day 500? I don't know if you would like that move. Somehow we kept the lead through all that, and I just royally destroyed that corner, so that doesn't help. But we got the preferred lane turn 3, and we actually kind of got a good run off turn 2. Alright, I'll take it. That was really close to being disaster, but somehow we worked it out. Yeah, he just keeps getting, like, good runs off the corner. I mean, we keep getting good runs into 3, so it's not too big of a deal.
Looking inside now. All clear. Bottom's clear.
What do you do on your last pit stop? Take 2 tires? 4? It depends. It depends on how long the run's gone on for. It depends on how many people are on lead lap. I'm not really sure. It just depends on the situation. Because the AI in this game, at least when it comes to pitting, kind of have some smartness to them because they will just take right side tires on a green white checkered and, you know, try to do something wild. So depends. I guess I'll probably try taking right side tires, but it kind of depends on how many people are on lead lap 2. Because from what I was doing in practice, like if we just keep having long green flag runs, then we're gonna lap a lot of people, and I mean I think I can go from like 10th to 1st if there's only like that many on a lead lap or something. So I don't know. Have to wait and see. far as the car handling is concerned, if I make it looser, it's just going to get worse on the long run. It's going to get even looser as it goes on. And I want it to be a bit tight on the short run just so it loosens up in the long run. It kind of balances itself out. So that's what I'm kind of doing. Brad's back up to second. I just noticed that. Chase Elliott was up there for a little bit, but Brad got by him. Truex is starting to move his way up through the field. It looks like he's up. He's that last car in that like group behind him, behind me, I should say. Hey, hello, Dirt's Game Cafe. Thanks for stopping by. Hope your race is going well. I guess it's been going well. I'm leading right now. Things are okay. Brad's trying to get by me, and that's a bit sweaty. But we're holding on. It looks bad right there, but you know we get good runs to turn 3, and we can hold our own. Also, we got lap traffic. That's going to be posing a threat to us pretty soon, so that's even better. So I know they're going to get boned by it. Brad's gonna clear me for the lead. This race is gonna be better than real life, I guarantee it. We are having like lead lap passes for the lead. That sounds stupid. We have passes for the lead. Things are happening. You know, I would consider this better than real life, I bet. And also, Newman has been a moving chicane. He is a snowflake this weekend, so that's kind of sad. I just forgot how to take turn 3. Now harvesting, so now we're 3 wide. What is this? Oh god, they're both sideways. I'm still gonna leave that lap. Oh my god. Oh, Newman, get in Brad's way. Do something. And alright. Thank you, Newman. Thank you for not being in the way. I like planter peanuts too. I love you. That kind of rhymed. Alright. Thank you, Newman, for holding up the field. I appreciate it. Now we got to run away. Yes, Tony Stewart. Tony Stewart is my spotter in this game. I guess since I'm leading, I guess it's time to chill out a little bit, as I do every week when I stream. But you know, it's important I mention it. But hey, if you know what, if you want to support the stream, you want to support Me, the content creator, and all that good stuff, do a super chat. Throw some money my way to fund me and food and life and all that good stuff. If you feel inclined to do so, hell yeah, do it. It's all up to you, but I would like it. Go do that. Be a member so you can be shouted or shown in the beginning of the video thing, because I had a community poll about that. So you could get your name on your username thing in the beginning of the video, and that's kind of cool. So hell yeah, do it. What do you think of Amber? Oh yeah, I've heard about it. The whole case has been insane to begin with, but I'm happy Johnny Depp won. Like even before the whole case like the court case started, like there was a lot of rumblings and rumors of his wife basically being terrible to him and abusive. So I'm happy he won. I feel bad for him. He went through all that shit, but happy he won. It's good. I think it's a good, you know, because it's never really been publicized, or it's not too well known that, you know, females can be abusers in a relationship too. It's not always just the men. So happy that, you know, that's getting more publicized, or it's more well known now. So that's always good.
All clear.
More lap traffic kind of being in the way. Didn't really hold up Brad too much there. He's trying. Brad's trying. I appreciate it, but lap traffic still gonna be our ace in the hole. Have I led every lap in this stage? I'm not quite sure. It's gotta be close. I don't know if I have. But we'll try and see if we can get that to go.
When you said food, I could barely hear the stream and thought you said lewds, and I'm like, I will gladly throw this man a 5 to buy lewds.
Dirt's Game, that's fucking amazing. Thank you, Dirt's Game Cafe, for the $4.99. I mean, to be fair, that Foods does sound like lewds. If so, I can understand how you were able to mishear that. That's not what that's not at all what I was trying to say. But thank you so much for that. That is awesome. That is freaking awesome. Thank you so much for that. That's really fun. That may have made my day right there. That is perfect. Anime lewds, I bet. I guess so. I guess that counts. I don't know what lewds I would buy, though. Like, would figures count as that? But I think I have a couple, but most of them are just like Christmas presents, so I don't think I have really any of my radar that I actually would want to buy. The only ones I think of is like an Ulti figure from One Piece, and then like a carrot figure from One Piece. Not like a carrot, not like a figure that's like shaped as a carrot, like the carrot character. And then I think I have the Robin Wano outfit pre-ordered like almost a year ago now. So that's already like kind of situated. Son Goku would believe lewds are food. Honestly, yeah. That would be very in line with his character to think that. I mean, he thought marriage was food when he married Chi-Chi because he didn't understand that, so yeah. That makes sense. What about One Piece character Luffy? Maybe. I mean, maybe one day down the road. I don't know. Maybe it's just the simp in me. But I just loved. I would if I have to get one first before anything, it would definitely be the One Piece girls, because they are on such a whole other level of badass and greatness that I have to own them. I can't say own them all because that's just way too much, and I don't think that would be a good idea because there'll be a lot of freaking money, and I don't want to do that. But the One Piece girls are on a whole other level, and I definitely do want to own them. The couple I got in fan mail were really freaking awesome too. So like I gotta focus on the race because I almost lost the lead thinking about that. Nami? Oh, that's an absolute must. But I actually have a couple of Nami figures already. A couple from fan mail in the past, so... It's not like an emergency thing. Because the one that I really wanted was just like the Wano figure, which I have in my room. That was like the one I really wanted. There's a couple of other like I was saying, there's like one Wano outfit with Robin that I would want to get. There's the Carrot figure, Yamato and Ulti, but yeah, they're gonna be. I don't want to get it's just some of them are expensive, some of them aren't. One is like $27, another one's like hundreds of dollars, which I'm not gonna pay hundreds of dollars for a figure. No siree. But for the most part, they're decently cheap. It just takes a long time for them to get ordered for whatever reason. I don't know what I don't know why it's like that.
Yellow flag.
Oh, that's a yellow. Well, that sucks. Newman. Oh, if Volts is if he ever watches this stream on replay, he's gonna hate this stream. Newman is just chilling on the track for no reason. Why aren't they pitting either? Almirola is pitting. We're just gonna stay out. Maybe this is a bad idea, but we're gonna stay out.
Smooth out here.
That was our fourth yellow.
Ready. Green, green, green. Looking outside now. All clear.
Yeah, I don't blame you for wanting to stick to the cheaper figures. I always just want to make sure
Right side. Nobody out back.
I get a figure that's like worth the money, but it's not too expensive. The Band Presto ones, I don't know if that's how you even call it, but it starts with Band. But they're usually a really good brand to order, to like get figures from. Oh my god, you got the oh my god, you got Froppy. That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. I haven't thought about getting My Hero Academia characters too much.
Left side. Look ahead for me.
I mean, I primarily just wanted to focus on the One Piece girls, just because I really, really like them a lot. But yeah, it's kind of... You have to be careful, like... just where you buy them. Obviously, you can find, you know, some stuff on eBay, but sometimes they overprice them way too much, and you don't want to be spending hundreds of dollars on figures. I think there's one Carrot figure that's like $400 or something crazy. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. Hello, Landon Moody. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're able to tune in and watch the stream. Race has been pretty action-packed. I mean, I can't really pull away from the leader.
Outside there by himself. Nobody out back. Come and see quick. All clear. No pressure from behind.
Your room is all Froppy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Covered in prints from conventions. Oh shit! So you must go to anime conventions then. That's awesome. Jeez, I always wanted to go to one. That's kind of what my room is starting to be like, except it's just like One Piece manga. I've been collecting them for a couple years now. And I have like a whole, like almost an entire bookshelf filled with them. So, you know, that's pretty cool. I actually have, God, I don't know how many volumes of it now. But I've been trying. Especially, well, when I was collecting them up until like around March of this year, I had money to spend, or I could definitely, buy like the box sets if I wanted to, but things are different now. I can't really do that. Really, the only One Piece volume I got was just the newest one I came out with was, the 99th one, which is only $10, so that's fine. But I can't really do the crazy spending that I used to do. And even then, like, I still think of it as like a business expense because I'll be using those manga volumes as like references when I'm doing like the Robin series and stuff, so they will be used. They do have some significance, and it's just not just me like frivolously like spending money where like I have no point in. Because usually I'm not like a super duper like physical copy owner person. It's really only been kind of the last year or so where I can kind of understand that, because seeing like a bookshelf filled with stuff that you really care about, it just hits differently, more than having like a digital copy or having like watching or reading the stuff digitally. It's a whole other feeling owning it physically, and I completely get why people like to collect, because I get it. So I'm not gonna. You just have to be smart about it. You don't want to be starting a collection and literally just blowing all of your money on it. I don't think that's a smart idea to you. But I kind of get why people fall into that trap, though, because it is such a dopamine rush of just... It's such a good feeling to own something you really care about and just kind of see it on a shelf and being like, yeah, that's mine. And One Piece and Dragon Ball are really like the only two manga I felt that way towards. And they're really like the only two I'll ever really like buy manga of. So I guess that's like the exception. Once those are like... Well, Dragon Ball's been completed for a while now. One Piece isn't done yet. But yeah, once those are like... Once One Piece is completed, I don't think I'll be buying any other like manga anymore.
Left side, you're all clear on the bottom.
Just One Piece and Dragon Ball on a whole level. Dragon Ball, I grew up with it. It was the first anime I got into. And obviously One Piece, it's basically my favorite series. I just flicked my camera, so that's why the thing did that.
Left side, all clear, no pressure from behind.
Do you have any die-cast NASCARs? I used to collect them. I stopped around 2008. I collected them like here and there from like 2008 on up. Maybe I would get like a couple if I went to like Pocono over the years, but it was not like it's not a crazy collection or anything. Really the only die-cast car I would want. That's our 5th yellow. Yeah, 2 in the first stage, 2, then 1. That's 3. Then we had our 4th. That's our 5th yellow. Damn, everybody's pitting. Makes sense. Almiral's staying out because he pit earlier. So we'll do that. 4 tires and fuel. Everybody will be able to make it to the end on fuel. Tires, so that's not going to be a problem. We might lose some spots because I don't know if they're going to take 4 or what. Alright, that's not too bad. We see if Almirola's strategy works out for him.
Coming to the green.
I don't know if it will. He doesn't seem to be like the fastest car on track, so who knows if it'll work.
Bottom free, use it if needed.
What difficulty is this game on? It's on 105, so the max difficulty. The AI are running right around maybe 30.2 lap times, maybe a little bit less, I'm not quite sure. But that's the general gist of it. I'm on default setup, I'm on a slider 4, so basically slider 4 is just the default, which is 5, it's right in the middle, and it's just one click to left down. So that's what I'm using. And Almirola is holding the field up, which is really good for me, so I'll take it. It's a good feeling to see all the stuff you collected a while back. Yeah, I get it. I'm glad you understand that, because I kind of got like that too. Not that I kind of got. I'm still like that to an extent. I just have to be a bit more careful with what I spend on. Though, Barnes & Noble has a thing where you can buy like the first box set. Well, I don't know if Barnes & Noble's not Barnes & Noble, the BAM bookstore, which is Books A Million. On their site, you can buy like the first box set for one piece. And the first box set is extremely hard to find. Like, anywhere you go to try to buy it, it's like hundreds of dollars, if not thousands. And Barnes & Noble was saying it was going to be in stock like May 27th. And I was like, I mean, obviously, I don't know if I want to get it. But BAM has a thing where it's like you could pay in like 4 monthly payments of like $47. I'm like, I mean, maybe, but it's kind of like a question mark. But the site's weird because if you click, because like the thing has like available formats, and it just has like the price, and then it has like another thing called like paperback, which obviously that's what I want. So I click on that, and then it goes to box set 4, which is not what I want. So it's like weird. So it's like, well, I don't want to get that, so I don't know. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's weird, so I don't think I'll be getting that. I really don't want to spend that type of money on that. I mean, I could just buy the individual volumes, but I would be spending more just doing it that way than to just getting the whole box set. And I do have like a membership through BAM, so I would be saving like money through that. Because when I got another box set, it cut like $30 off the purchase, which is pretty freaking good considering how much you're paying. So, I mean, that's not a bad deal, all things considered. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in stores, I haven't seen it online, and so I really don't feel like doing all that. And also, I was about to go on the diecast car stuff. So I don't really like to collect them all too much anymore. I think the last one I got really was just through fan mail. That was from Kamikazegames. He gave me the 2019 Justin Allgaier's like Xfinity car. So that was the last time. It's in my room. It's on my shelf behind me. That's like the most recent one, but I didn't really purchase that. That was more of a gift. The last one I maybe actually bought, which is like a 164 diecast, maybe it might have been like 2015. But I don't really collect them too much anymore. The only instance I'll actually buy a diecast is the Kurt Busch like gear wrench race to win car, which is apparently going to be coming out next month. I pre-ordered it like a year ago when it first was announced. So that's like the only exception because 1, I like Kurt. 2, I like that paint scheme. 3, that gear wrench car won, which I always wanted to have happen, and it did. 4, that's Kurt's last win with Ganassi. 5, that's the Ganassi's last win in the Cup Series in general. So it's one of those like 1 in 100 chances of me justifying buying a diecast of some capacity, and it's under that like specific circumstance. So yeah, that's my justification. I will gladly do that for Kurt, because Kurt is an absolute legend. I have so much respect for Kurt and just the stuff he went through. I really hope somebody, I don't know if Darian or Iceberg will make a video talking about Kurt Busch's career and just and the thing I don't know how to explain it, but I don't want it to be like a 10-minute video. I want it to be like a super comprehensive look at his career. And I want it to be like an hour and a half long thing. Like I want it to be like a real like documentary, kind of compiling all of his stuff, just where his life was at, the stuff that went on, and everything. Because I feel like his career is so wild, and just how things went from him being just so angry and everything, and to being such a chill, laid-back person now such a contrast. And I feel like connecting the dots and kind of piecing it together from like how he was at point A to how he is now at point B, like there's a lot that could go into it. And it'll be really cool to kind of, you know, document all of it. But we're leading. Almirola held up the field big time. I mean, he gave me like a 2-second lead throughout all that, so big props to him for ruining their race, pretty much. If you're a buy diecast, it's from the Gen 4 era. Yeah, I can see that. I understand that. Either that or like Mark Martin ones from like the 90s. I can understand. Like there's instances where I would probably justify a diecast purchase. Also, do you want to see me play Force again? Oh, God. God, no. I really don't want to be playing that game ever again. I hate it. I don't even think Forza 7 has, like, a career mode dedicated to just, like, the NASCAR thing, kind of like Forza 6 did, because Forza 6 kind of had that, and it... I don't know. I really just don't have any interest in really diving into the Forza game world again, because it's never been... me and that game never gelled. Have you ever seen Frisky Nixon's, like, compilations? Did I say Frisky Nixon? Is that... Did I just... I did... NASCAR Nixon, if you ever watch this stream at the like an hour and 41 minute mark, please make your YouTube name Frisky Nixon. That's such a badass name. It mixes like the old username you had to the new one. It's hot. I like it. And I keep messing it up because it's so cool. I don't... Oh no. I was saying it earlier in the stream. Hello, Volts. Thanks for stopping by and tuning into the stream. You've missed out a lot on just... Maybe you shouldn't be here is the best word I think I can say. Because Newman has had such a horrific race in this game. The game made him be a snowflake, so he's slow. He's running last. He was almost lapped by Ty Dillon. And he wrecked himself, and it brought out a yellow. Just, it's not Newman's day, and I really don't want to put you through that. Because if Mike Hurt was running like that, I would put myself into an early coma. But I haven't seen him yet on track, so I don't know if he's just completely out of the race. I don't know. I have to check if there's another yellow and look at the leaderboard, because I don't know if he's actually out of the race or what. It might be for the best, to be honest. No, I don't own Forza 7. Usually, I try not to buy games I don't do, like, I usually don't buy games unless I do them for the channel. Like, SRX was maybe one of the last few games I got. And obviously I did that for the channel with like the SRX series last year, and I did that one-off race on PC. But that was really because High TV got it for me, which did not expect him to do that at all, so that was really freaking nice of him. I want to do more stuff with the mod. So I'm just waiting for that to be like updated and have all the things in it needed and it doesn't like crash or anything. So I'm hoping that is resolved and then maybe I can do like a championship season on it because I still think about it. It just I don't know when like it's gonna be patched, and obviously High TV is you know he a human being. He got things to do, so I'm not gonna pressure him to make it or hurry it up or anything because you know he's got other things going on. That's understandable. Oh, you moved on to Reddick anyways. Wow, you just did Newman dirty like that. In Heat 5 video game land. Well, I don't know. Well, it's good that you like Reddick. Reddick's a good noodle. The man has had some of the worst luck I've ever seen in my life. It's
Stay low.
I think at this point, I hope he can just get to a different team so he can run better because he's too good to be there at RCR. I think he would definitely do a lot better somewhere else.
Clear all around.
That's just my take. Harvick's closing in a little bit on me. It was about 2 seconds. Now it's 1.5.
Bottom looks good. Clear all around.
Hello, Heather Thomas. Thanks for stopping by. I just saw that.
Still there. Look ahead for
Yeah,
me.
lap traffic was really messing people up at this point in the run. Kind of curious where Almirola kind of cycled out. Because obviously he started first on that latest restart because he pitted during another yellow when everybody else didn't. So he's kind of on a different cycle from everybody. So I don't know where he's running. I think he was running like 8th or 9th before. I mean, obviously I don't lead laps, so I'm not really quite sure. When's the next World of Outlaws coming out? It's going to be on Wednesday. World of Outlaws Sprint Cars is a Wednesday and Friday series. I already have parts 3 and 4 already recorded, and they're ready to go up Wednesday and Friday. Those will be 5 p.m. uploads Eastern Time. So that's when you can expect those to come out. And kind of have a little bit of a schedule, at least a little bit more of a busier schedule. So obviously Monday will be the race review of the Cup Series race. Tuesday NASCAR 08, Wednesday World of Outlaws, Thursday NASCAR 08, then Friday World of Outlaws, and I have Saturday off where I don't upload anything, and then I got my Sunday stream. So I kind of have a bit of a routine, kind of a throwback to when I used to do videos like almost every day. Because I kind of forget,
Still there.
you know, years ago,
All right, clear
back in like
outside.
2018, 2017, that's all I would do. I would wake up, I would record stuff, and this was on like a crappy window, like the Windows 7 PC that was made like 2009. I was trying to make videos on it like 2018. It was so slow, and it took like 4 hours to do like a video, and it was just tedious. But I would do those every day. I had such a crazy just work ethic. I kind of died it down a little bit over the years, but now we're kind of back into the saddle with it. Also, I kind of have to because like money's a whole different situation for me now, so I kind of have to really buckle down and you know do more. So World of Outlaws was just the first thing that came to my mind. It was something I've had for a long time. I don't know when I had the game, but the game was actually originally my cousin's a long time ago, and I actually played that game with him. And he got that game when it came out in 2002. It was a really fun game. I loved it back then when I was 7, and now I'm 27. I love it now. It's such a fun game. And you know, I basically when my cousin was moving out of his parents' home, this is like maybe 10 years ago now, 10, 11 years ago. I don't know when. No, it was when I had the stealth. So that was around like 20. Might have been like 2013 or 14, somewhere around there. It had to have been somewhere around there. God, I think so. But he had like old PS2 games and stuff and like memory cards I didn't want anymore, and I wanted them. I thought it would be kind of cool to have them, so he offered to, you know, give them over to me. And in one of those games in that stash was the World of Outlaws game. Like, oh my freaking god, that is amazing, because I was looking up stuff online and it was like really expensive to get the game, and it was such a... It was just expensive. Oh my sweet Jesus, somebody's blown up. Oh, it's Bubba! Oh, oh, even in video game land, he has no luck. That really sucks for him. And that just stacked up the field behind me even more.
Careful, still there. Got one up top.
So my cousin like gave me those games, and one of them, like I said, was World of Outlaws. And he had like a PS2. It didn't end up working, unfortunately, but he had a memory card, and it still works. And I plugged it in, and I kind of deleted a couple of his save files. I felt bad because a lot of them are like old stuff from like 2007, 2006. But generally, he, I only kept maybe 4 save files. He had like some from like NASCAR 07. And he had like the World of Outlaws sprint car file that I saw in the video that was titled like Angry JoJo or something, so... That was like, you know, one of the things I kept from the original, I guess, original memory cards. I just didn't have the heart to remove those. But I have that. I have the game. It was you know, it was really fortunate enough I was able to have it in my possession now, and it kind of came full circle because I always wanted that game so badly, but it was just really expensive to get. Anywhere on eBay or Amazon it was like over $100, so it was just, I didn't know it was that rare. So the fact that he just kind of had it and gave it to me, he probably wasn't even aware of just how rare that game is. I mean, that's a win. That's a major win. I was really glad to have it, and I didn't know what to really do with it. I didn't know what, I didn't know if I should make a video for the channel or what exactly, but you know, obviously with things changing now in my personal life, and just things getting a lot tighter with money, I was thinking like, well, I gotta start like doing more videos. I gotta at least make an effort, make more of an effort, I guess I should say. I was like, well, I guess that would be perfect. I know JC was asking me for a long time about that game and when to do a career mode and stuff, and I just thought now it's time. Because I was thinking like, you know, I don't gotta do it, you know, every day, 5 days a week or anything. Just do it twice a week and, you know, balance it out. Don't do like super mega ultra long recording sessions like you normally do. Just, you know, kind of do it at your own pace. And like, hey, kind of got into that mindset, and then I started working on it, and you know, it's pretty good. Glad the game went to a good home. I wish more people appreciated the games. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. At least now, especially since I am older, like, I wish I did take better I wish I did take better care of my other games. Like my NASCAR Thunder 2004 disc, not my disc, but like the case. Like it opens and closes and fine, but it's like, actually, I could pause the game here and I can kind of show it. So I have it here on my shelf. There it is. So I have NASCAR Thunder 04 right here. And when I was like, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 11 or 12. But like I got mad at the game and I threw it on the floor and like I busted it. So if you could see it, actually I could blow up the face cam here so you can see it in like bigger thing. But as you see, it's like the case is like split, and it's like It's like barely hanging on. That was, you know, like 10, 12-year-old me being stupid. And I regret that. God, it almost broke just me just trying to show it. But yeah, so it's that's like the one thing I regret, because every other game I have, it's been in pretty good condition, but this one was just like dented, and it's just, I regret that. 10, 11-year-old me was stupid. And I usually I regret that. That's like the only thing I regret on. Everything else, like, it's in pretty good shape from like what I've owned and stuff. So yeah. Let me get back in. Oh my sweet Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, oh my God, Day 500, you absolute legend. Ow, my throat. Oh my God, thank you so much. So I see this race is going better than how Thursday went. Yep, that's it. Nothing else. Ow, I banged my head off the bone of the chair. I was trying to say is oh God, yeah, that Roots stream on Thursday was rough. It was rough for me too. You can swap out the case. I mean, yeah, but it wouldn't be the same. Then I have to buy another copy of the game, and then I don't know. You just solved like a 15-year-old problem. But it just, that case has so much nostalgia for me. I don't want to get rid of it. It's stupid, I know, but that's why. Why is Streamlabels not showing the thing here? It's taking a long time to. I need the notification, Streamlabs. That donation is so beautiful. I can't just have it. I just can't have it go unnoticed in the video thing. Why? Streamlabs, why? Why would you do this? That's it. We're going to manually do it. If it's not going to show up, we're going to manually do it. Yes! We got it. It won't read the thing. What? What? Why? Why would it not read it? Streamlabels, why? Why would you do that? It won't read it. No! What? Why? That's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. That's poo-poo. Well, that's some bull honky. Well, thank you for the 100. That's fucking awesome. I love you. All right, let's get into the race again. But I wanted to show you the case because it's hard to explain, but it's like it barely hang. I almost broke it just showing it because it's barely hanging on. That's like the one regret I have is damaging that case. And there was other things in the past too. I broke. So that was stupid when I was like 15 to 10. I think I got real mad and like broke the NASCAR 09 case, which in hindsight, this is in like 2009, really pisses me off in hindsight because it was the it was the NASCAR 09 version that had like the Best Buy Elliott Sadler thing on there, and that was a really cool looking cover, and it's rare, and I just was stupid and destroyed it in a fit of rage for no reason. And that's why 14, 13-year-old me is stupid. I hate that. I hate that I did that. I think I did that with Modern Warfare 2, the
Stay
game,
left. Clear right.
and then NASCAR 4. Those were like the 3 I damaged. For what reason? It was probably stupid. I regret it so much. How do you become a member, Crazy? Well, there should be a member button on the channel. It should be right next to subscribe. You click that, become a member through that. And all that stuff. So that's where it is. And if you become a member, I'm going to be doing something new. I don't know when it's going to be like fully implemented. I think it's going to be in, yeah, it's in World of Outlaws Sprint Cars Part 4, and it's going to be in NASCAR 08 Part 24, I think. Where I'm going to start doing that more, you know, full-time, not full-time, but like all the time, with the shout-outs to like the Tier 2 patrons and like the members, so you'll get like a little like screenshot of like people's username and stuff on the screen. So if you want that to happen, then you can do that, and I'll have to update the thing and then do all that. So that'll be fun to kind of do. I think from what the community polls showed, it seemed like most people like that idea more than it being at the end of the video. So I'm happy with the results with that. So that's what I'll do, I guess.
5 to go. This time by.
Yeah, Dirt's game. That's where the Kill a Kill image came from. Was from that. Yeah, that was Dave 500's recommendation, like he said. Use a stream the off-camera races planning on NASCAR 8. Ooh, Devin, that's a good idea. The only problem is with my Elgato, for whatever reason, it does not want to work with like the Streamlabs OBS and then like the regular OBS. Like, it won't display it up on the screen. I don't know why. It's just, it won't do it. So I wouldn't be able to do it through that, but I could probably do it through like the Elgato game capture itself. The only problem is I won't have a face cam, and that's gonna suck.
Stay left.
That'll be kind of like a throwback to like NASCAR Heat Evolution,
Stay left.
when I would do like 100%. Would I do 100% races? I think it was like 50% races, and I would just like record it through or stream it through the Elgato software. I mean, it worked pretty alright. It just, I can't do a face cam through, which will suck, but I don't know, maybe everybody would be okay with that. I don't know. I don't know how much off-camera stuff I would need to do, because I haven't finished the season yet, so I'm not sure like how much stream material there is. I don't want to just like do the stream and then only have like a half hour worth of stuff to stream. I'll have to see. I have to see how close I get to the level 8, because I only I'm trying to think.
Coming to the white.
Oh my god, it's the end of stage 2 already. This race has gone by fast. I forgot what point I was trying to say. Oh yeah, I don't know how much material for a stream I would get. I have to wait until I finish the season, which I have not yet finished off, in my recording stuff yet. I think I have like 2 more parts to record, or 3, I'm not sure. So I have to wait and see how close I get to the level 8, because currently I think I'm on like level 7 now, from like the last part I was off at, so I don't know how close I am to that. I don't know how that's all going to work, but it might. I mean, that's not a bad idea. I'll have to see when I finish the season and kind of determine it from there. But that would be kind of a good idea to do as like a stream. I just hope I have enough material for a stream with that. I don't want it to be like a half hour and then like that's it. But I don't know. I have to wait and see. So we'll go down pit road, we'll repair our stuff. 4 tires and fuel. So between being a member and someone joining your Patreon, what's more beneficial? Both of them are pretty beneficial in their own ways. It just depends on what's more convenient for the person. With YouTube, it's just...
Coming to the green, driver. Green flag.
There's really no major difference, at least as far as I know. There's really no... I guess with Patreon, you would have to make an account, and then you would have to then, you know, be a member and do it through that, while YouTube, you can kind of do it almost instantaneously if you have everything, like your credit card linked to your bank and stuff. I guess if you don't want to go through the hassle of, like, making a Patreon account and then, like, joining through that, and I guess being a member would be a little more easier. So it's again totally up to the person on how they want to do that. And with being a member, I do have the you will get like direct access to like the emotes that I've already made. Like I have a couple of meme ones. I have like the Alan Quickie 7. I have like a goofy face of mine. I have like the angry face. I go like that. I have a couple of emotes that are kind of cool to use. So I guess if you really wanna, it just depends. It just depends on the person, I guess. If you don't care about like the emotes or anything special like that, then you just join Patreon, and you know that would be it. If you want to be a member, you get like access to the emotes and stuff, and I don't know, just kind of depends. Well, we got 113 laps to go. We have to pit one more time. It's almost halfway, like right in the middle of this last stage, so it's kind of timed perfectly with that. But damn, I'm just so freaking happy. Day 500, you're an absolute like legend in this freaking chat. I don't even know what to say. It's you. Like, what do I? You are getting a Christmas gift card of some kind. I'm gonna have to, like, you are gonna get some kind of Christmas gift from me, one way or another, for all the stuff you did. I feel like I owe you that because you are so freaking generous. You've been around here for so long. I gotta do something. I have to. I don't know what, but it's gotta be something. Well, I mean, we're holding our own right now. We're doing pretty good. Again, you know, not really. I mean, we kind of pulled away in stage 2, but that was really just because of Almirola just kind of holding everybody up. Now we don't have that anymore. Kurt's still in the top 10, though. That's pretty badass.
Inside.
Look at that. Look at Trex trying. That's adorable.
Still there.
Luckily, he's not trying to get close to me to side draft me and kind of like stunt my momentum.
Clear.
So that's good. Also, I really hope Trex just doesn't retire in the middle, like he announces it in the middle of the season. I really hope he doesn't. I hope he does do at least one more season and announce his retirement like off season this year. because that would be really bullshit. So I'm hoping Truex doesn't do that. Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it when the stream first started, I think. Where, yeah, when this was being modded, with Gateway being modded, not modded, but like when they were doing like the 2021 mods, one of the things they did too was they upped the Gateway laps because obviously the Cup Series is going to be racing here. But at that time, there was no official word on how long the race would have been. So they just kind of guessed that it was going to be like double the truck length race, which was like 160. So obviously 160 times 2 is 320. Which I thought would make, you know, it seemed initially you would think it would make sense because that's kind of how the truck races are. Whatever the truck race length is, it's usually double what the Cup race is. So that's what I thought. But in real life, they're only like doing like 240. So it should be a, I mean, it should in theory be a pretty quick race.
Clear and behind you. Track fall, you're
Oh, look, oh, Truex got some inside.
got a car low.
Wow, I really pushed up that corner. Damn. Wow. Well, that really, like, that really messed me up. Well, now we gotta catch them again. I don't want them to get pulled away too far. But lap traffic should help us out, so we do got that on our side. Brad's been the one of the most dominating cars in the race, though. I've been noticing that. I mean, he's been up there the whole time. Truex fell back a lot too, and he kind of got back up here, so that's kind of cool. He commentated a full-length race, and it took 3.5 hours with 9 yellows. Good lord, that is. I don't know, that's long. Maybe the real life race will be like that, but I don't know how many yellows we're going to have in real life, so. We've only had like 6 yellows in this race so far. Well, we're keeping up with them. Drinking a regular Monster now for Kurt Busch. And for Alfonso. I don't know how... I tried Monster Energy and it just didn't work for me. I don't know. It's just out. Well, energy drinks in general just never seem to mesh well with me, so... I'm glad you're able to drink them, and it's not a problem. I'm glad you're doing it for Kurt, though, because Kurt is worthy of drinking a Monster, even though, I mean, I drank Monster primarily because for Kurt, so I guess that was the reason for me initially. That was still better than the full-length Coke 600 last week. Trying to talk for 4.5 hours, oh my god. So I guess you do the iRacing commentating stuff for, I guess, every week with whatever league you're in. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I can't imagine talking for that long over a Coke 600 race would be good on the throat. You're more of a coffee guy. Oh, you like the bitter stuff. Oh, no, so you don't put milk or cream into the... Ew. I can't just drink... I mean, I don't really drink coffee in general, but if I ever have coffee, I definitely want to add a lot of milk or sugar... Not sugar, milk or cream or whatever to lessen the bitterness. But then again, when it comes to me, like, food and like tastes and stuff, I'm like the worst one to ask for because I don't like a whole lot of stuff. So, in my opinion, is not of the gospel. I guess that is the word to describe it. And we're still hanging out with the leaders. They got lap traffic to deal with, so I'm sure we'll probably get by them here because of that. So I'm looking forward to it. At least, you know, they're not just driving away from me. We're keeping them honest. As you see right there, Truex getting held up by Timmy Hill. That didn't really amount to much. Oh, there goes Truex, just sitting behind him, so we'll take over a second from that little bizarre blunder. Kind of dived into turn one way too hard. Truex trying to pass me, which is cute, but we'll get the draft from Keselowski and should be able to pull him on the back stretch. There we go. Brad's going to get held up. He's going to try to pass him on the high side for whatever the reason may be. Can't get past them. It's okay. We're close enough. Try to set him up here in turn one.
Got a headlight out on your bumper. You got room. You're clear.
Dirt's game. What's the league that you commentate on? I don't know if there's like a live stream of it or something up on YouTube. I would definitely want to check it out just to kind of see how you perform. Kind of cool to see that. I don't know if that's like available online anywhere. Hello, Crazy. How is life? It's been better compared to the past couple of weeks. I think the biggest thing is just I'm more busy. Because obviously I'm like doing videos every day throughout the weekday. I just have a lot more just stuff going on to kind of keep me preoccupied with stuff. So I guess that's been kind of helping out. And doing this like weekly stream stuff with like the stream before the Cup race, like it's a great. I don't know if it's a great idea, but I like it. It's fun. You know, there's got 30 people watching me. We had like 40 or something earlier, which was pretty wild. So been liking that routine. So that's been kind of cool. Quinn Hoff is in the way. We're gonna go up high. That's gonna kind of pin Brad to the inside and kind of hold him up. So kind of a 10,000 strat move on my part. So that worked. 100% Cup Series. They broadcast on 3WTV. On YouTube, don't expect anything great. Well, that's... You can't say that. You can't sell yourself short. I'm sure it's fine.
Clear down low. Clear all around.
I enjoy your streams and videos. Well, thank you, Crazy Victor, for saying that. I appreciate that. That's awesome. It's good to hear that. It makes me feel good. If you were saying you're like the only one that's like watch or commentating for those 100% Cup races, that's brutal in and of itself. If you don't have anyone else to like bounce off your energy with or bounce off like conversations with. Then again, Moodhead does like that stuff too, so I don't know. But yeah, that's... I can only imagine doing that by yourself is hard enough alone. Have you ever played Gran Turismo 4? I have not, unfortunately. Best NASCAR game is Thunder 04. Yeah. As far as like console games are concerned, that is that's a big old yes. Down on all the tire PSI and down on the wedge helps at this track. I think I mean you had me in the second half. I think downing the wedge would definitely help, but the tire pressures, that's just, I don't know. That just sounds bad. Like it would sound like it would destroy the tires way too quickly. That might work in a short race, but I don't know in a 100% race or anything. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't tested it out, obviously, but with how wonky this game could be at times, it wouldn't surprise me if some crazy combination like that would, in fact, be really good. Bubba Wallace is back out on track. He's in 28th, so I guess he just had blown tire, not like a blown motor, but that's a rebound of some kind. Good for him. Obviously, this game doesn't have like a driver, like the damage clock policy thing, where that's a whole other rant in and of itself of that existing. Brad's right there again, so now we gotta worry about him. It sounds weird, but it helps. I will definitely take your word on it, because you never know. This game is weird with stuff, so it wouldn't surprise me. It doesn't make any sense, but like, you describing that makes no sense, but I believe it. I believe that. Defying all logic, that probably would work. I do like driving here, though. It's a fun track to drive. It's kind of like, it's like a slower version of Darlington, if that makes any sense. I don't know, just it drives a little bit like it with how the corners are, like turns one. It's like an inverse of Darlington, I guess is the right word to say. Because turns 1 and 2 is kind of pinched, kind of tight. 3 and 4 is a bit more swifty and slight, you know, wider. So I don't know. I do like it though. It's fun to drive on. You really have to be precise in how you hit the marks, and it's hot. I like it. Got Chase Briscoe up here. I don't know really how to get by him. He's kind of holding the bottom lane. I just really screwed up that corner. Good lord.
Left side.
But maybe Brad will get held up. No, he won't. Okay. Well, we got the draft. We cleared them. We cleared Brad, so that kind of helps.
All clear.
Go to turn 1. Park the bus a little bit. Perfect. We have 84 to go. Just imagine if this race was the proper distance. I mean, this would be a pretty short race. I mean, like 2.5 hours nearly. Got to factor in like pre-stream stuff and talking before the race started, so that maybe that's like another 15 minutes cut off from that. So it would be like a 2-hour and 15-minute race. It's just pretty short.
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Oh, Cody Ware. He just cut Brad off for no reason. Oh, that was glorious. Thank you. Fellow weeb, fellow trash driver, sadly. But fellow weeb nonetheless, help me out. I appreciate that. That's beautiful. That did help us, so we did build a little bit of a gap over Brad from that. Gap Brad. Oh my god, that's intentional rhyming here. Call Dr. Seuss, because I can rhyme sometimes. Now 7/10 of a second. Ooh. Cody Anime Man Ware. Now, Susie Nemechek, are you related to Joe Nemechek or John Hunter? No. No, because it's not spelled the same. It's close, but it's not spelled the same. I just answered my own questions. I do that a lot, I swear. I'm so dumb. I do like the name Susie though. It's a cool name. Let's see. Where do I don't know? We'll just pass that house on the outside.
Careful, still there.
That didn't really work.
Stay on the bottom.
Call Dr. Seuss because I can rhyme sometimes.
Careful, still there. Look ahead for me.
A quote wall for my channel. That would be funny if there's like a what if wall of fame of just like all the weird quotes I would say. There's probably too many to even like recite. Cause I've said so much wild, crazy stuff. I know that one of the funniest ones that I can just remember off the top of my head is when JC and Dale were here. And when Joe Nemechek DNF'd, I said, say hi to John for me. Oh my god, that's so terrible. But I love it. Oh, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. It's so wrong.
Stay in line. Hold your line. At your bumper. Clear high. Clear high. Got a car low now. Clear low, bud.
Well, Brad's getting held up. You'd like to see it. Got Shrek's third. I guess I don't know what the game's trying to tell me. Is it telling me that Cindric's gonna win here,
All clear.
or Brad's gonna win here? Because I don't know. Brad's not in the 2 anymore, but he is in this game. So I guess maybe it's referring to Cindric. I don't know. I like to see Truex win. He's only about 1.2 seconds back, so he's kind of there. Kind of in the distance, so I don't know. That's a possibility.
Careful, still there.
Get around Alfredo on the high side. No problems with that move.
Look ahead
Perfect.
for me. Clear outside.
You gonna do career mode of NASCAR 09 after you do 08? Absolutely, that's the plan. I have NASCAR 09 because JC gave it to me when he visited up here, and I just felt I had a justice to do the 08 and 09 career mode, just because in those games it's so different from the PS3 and 360 versions. I feel like they definitely deserve their own career mode. And
All clear.
definitely, especially since JC gave me NASCAR, I was like, okay, I have my duty is to do those games 08 and 09. So that is definitely going to happen. I don't know when. I'm not really sure. But I think if I had to guess, 09 might be shorter than 08, because if NASCAR 09 is literally just NASCAR 08 down to literally everything. Then probably the whole modified season could be done in just one video. Because if I just start on pole and win every race, then that might just be a whole part in and of itself, because there's not going to be anything to show. So that would be nice, and then I can kind of get to the Cup Series a little bit faster with the front runner bonus thing, and maybe, since I know that's a thing and that helps you get to the Cup Series faster, if you have that front runner bonus, like get that level up faster, then that can happen. I don't know. I would like to think maybe that series will go by a little bit quicker than NASCAR 8, because I know that now.
Still there.
Because I think NASCAR 8 is going to probably go to around part 40, somewhere around part 40 to 49. If I had to guess. Because if the Busch Series season's going to end around like part 26, and for the Cup Series,
stay to your left. All clear.
I forget what tangent I was going on about. Oh yeah, like how long NASCAR will go for, because if it goes to about part 26, and if I do a Cup race, like if I do 2 races every part, then that's like 18, and that will probably end around like part 44 if I had to guess. It may be a little bit longer if we like factor in if I do the stream stuff for like the off-camera stuff I was gonna do originally.
Still there.
Maybe it'll be a little bit longer than that. I don't know.
You're all clear up top.
But I guess we'll have to wait and see when we get to that point. But I would say around part 40 to 49 is a pretty safe bet. NASCAR and I would have to imagine it'd be a little bit shorter. I don't know. Have to wait and see. Then after that, I think I will want to tackle NASCAR Thunder 04 again, like the career mode with like 25% of race length. Because by that point, it might be like 7 months or 8 months from now down the road. Definitely sometime next year. So that would be nice to do. But first I gotta finish like the current season I'm doing now, which I've slacked on. I don't know when that's gonna be finished though.
Inside. Left side's clear.
But I definitely do want to do a 25% like career mode on Thunder 04, because I do think that game was probably like, it seems like it was built for like a 25% career mode, because things are really competitive at that percentage, and it's decently balanced. So I do think it'll be a lot tougher and more entertaining. And if I do it on like, you know, the emulator, it'll be, you know, I don't know. I just think it'll be a better
Still there.
video series than a stream series. Have to wait and see.
Stay left. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
Did you ever play NASCAR Thunder 03 again to unlock every Thunder plate? Ooh. I never thought of that.
Stay left.
Maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Car there on the
I
outside.
still have to do
Clear outside.
the Thunder 03 and Thunder 04 like lightning challenges, because I've done every other one except for those two, and then the like there's ones for like NASCAR 09, and there's ones for like the Xbox or the Utenics games. They had like the inside line ones, which I still have my original, or I still have the 360. I still have. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh fuck. That's the first time I've done that this race with that. That's yeah, that really sucks. Well, that changes everything. Well, we're gonna repair our damage. Now we actually can go to the end on fuel. I just put myself in a stupid situation. Now we're 5th.
All right, be smart out there.
But we can get a good start on the... We can get a good start. So I don't think that's going to be too scary.
Nobody out back.
Got 62 to go.
Clear right. Got a car coming high now.
See, I was going to try and get to the inside of Truex, but that didn't really work. I mean, last time I remember Thunder 4 challenges, they weren't too bad. It was really just the one I remember being tough, which was the Johnny Benson one at Rockingham. The rest of them I don't remember being that hard. Thunder 03, the only difficult one was the... Might have been the Johnny Benson one at Rockingham. I don't know if they reused the same one twice. I do remember the Jerry Nadeau Atlanta one being really tough, because really the only way you can win that is just wrecking the whole field. Because you could save as much fuel as you want, but you just can't. You basically have to wreck the field to win, which sucks, because I don't want to do that. But that's like just like one or two in those that are kind of tricky. What I was trying to say was with the with Inside Line on the like Xbox, I have like all of the DLC for that. So I have all the challenges, which is like over 150 of them, or 140. Like, I have all of them, so that would be really... but again, I can't really record like streams through my Elgato through the the Streamlabs OBS or like the regular OBS. Like, it won't do it, so I have to... I don't know. It might be just like a video series, possibly. I'm not sure. Or unless maybe unless I get like a new capture card, maybe that would fix a lot of those problems. I don't know, but it would be interesting to do like a stream series of like the Inside Line ones, just because I have them all when they like originally came out back in the day. So that would be really cool to kind of do, because I have them all. So that'd be really neat from that perspective. So I don't know. Have to wait and see, because there's still other, I guess technically other options I can do if I run out of stuff to do with like once I finish up NASCAR 9 on the PS2. That was, we barely tapped Truex there. I'm amazed he didn't wreck. I'm amazed I don't have front bumper damage from that. Keeping up with them. Surprised Truex took the lead. I don't know why. I don't know what happened to Brett exactly. I mean, he didn't really get involved in the accident with me too much. So I don't know what happened to him. He might have gotten stuck on the outside on a restart. That's my only assumption. I just can't believe I spun on that apron. That's the first. Even in practice, I never did that, which was kind of shocking, because I even back in the career mode with like Heat 5 and 4, I think I did that once at this track. So the tradition lived on. How many wins can you win in a single career mode Thunder 4? I mean, if I kept playing the game like off camera, I could probably win like 30 of the races or something, but I've never gone that far to like test it out. But I know I can win a shit ton if I just really sweated it out. With Thunder 04, I might do that with the like when I actually get to it. Is I might do the career mode to the point where I can like max everything out and see what happens. Even if the series just literally just because me just destroying the field, I can just kind of throw in more races in the video and kind of get through a season faster that way. But it would be really interesting to see what happens when you max everything out. The only thing I know is when you max everything out is when you draft with people at like Daytona and Talladega. When you have a car that fast, you will make the cars blow up in front of you because you're pushing them so much and they're going so fast they will just DNF themselves, which is insane. That is like the extent of what I know. I'm sure the car will just get just more insane, and I don't know. It would be really the only case of me trying to like max out the car and just see just what it can do and how good I can get the car to be. And even still, that would take a long time, because when I was doing it in like the emulator, I got through like 4 or 5 seasons, and I still only had like a car rating of like in the 80s in like like the 80s to mid 80s, so it would still take quite a while to even max it up, like entirely. Probably like 6 to 8 seasons, maybe. So it would be quite a while. So it would be interesting to kind of do it from that perspective, just to see.
Careful, still there.
So far, we're kind of holding on with Truex. He definitely isn't the fastest car in the field. So I guess it makes sense I'm actually able to keep up with them pretty well until, like, you know, lap traffic comes into play. Because Brad's been the fastest. Wow. Wow, that just got really, really tight. That's my ass, Larson. I'm shocked that was not a yellow. I'm kind of glad it wasn't. That really fucked shit up. I can't believe it got that loose. It got that tight. I'm shocked. That was really bad. Now I got ass damage. Now we're in a pickle. Yeah, that's not good. We're 4 seconds back. I don't know how much that damage is gonna hurt the car now. I want to get by Hamlin, though, so I can kind of... Thank God the wall extended there off turn 2, or I was going to hit it, so I kind of dodged the bullet there. It's kind of making my car looser with this damage. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know.
Still there. Still there. Bottom looks good.
I don't know why the AI do that in the corner where they just kind of
Nobody out back.
slide up like that, but got the spot, so we'll take 5th. Now we're 4.3 back. I don't know if I can catch them. Lap traffic's going to have to come and save the day for sure. Luckily, the leader isn't the fastest car out in track right now. Like, I know Brad's the fastest, so... With Truex leading, I can't imagine he's going to pull away, or if he is, it's not going to be by a whole lot compared to what I would expect, so... I don't know. This race now all of a sudden got really interesting.
Here's another 5 for a new bumper, since I know Larson won't pay you for it. Wow.
Thank you, Dirt's Game Cafe, for the $4.99 again. I really appreciate that. I really will need a new... I need a new ass for sure after that. Can't believe that happened, though. That's a whole situation sucked. But I appreciate that, though. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome. Man, I don't know. I don't know if we could pull this off now. That put us in a really bad spot. The only good thing is Truex isn't really pulling away from us crazily. Like, we've only really lost a 10th ever since we passed Hamlin for 5th. Now we just gained 3 tenths all of a sudden, so I think they finally reached in Operation Lap Traffic, so that's really good. I see a lot of cars holding them up, so that's really good to see. Now the car the car actually kind of handles better. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it's gotten looser with that back damage, with that ass damage. It's definitely hanging out a little bit. And since we don't, I mean, we should be good on tires to the end, so even if they burn a little more than they normally would, it should be fine, theoretically speaking. That's fucking awesome. It actually made the car better. I mean, definitely is a bit looser. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but that's just crazy. I just have to be a little bit careful on how I drive it because I know this whole race I've been driving kind of a tight car, so I'm not really used to a car that can kind of turn a little bit. We're 3.8 back. We gained a couple of tenths.
Still there. Look ahead for me. Clear outside.
Luckily, I've been able to get around lap traffic without too much of a problem. .3 seconds back from the leader. 3.2.
Still there. All clear, no pressure from behind.
That was the hottest 3 and 4 ever. We rode that white line the whole time and like straddled it. That was kind of hot.
Careful, still there.
Get around Garrett Smithy on the outside. That didn't actually hurt us too bad with the intervals, so that's good. I can at least see Truex now. He's not really caught in lap traffic at the moment. Yeah, we got a shot. It's possible. 38 to go, 3 seconds.
Clear high, clear high.
It's doable.
Still there. At your bumper. Clear high, clear high.
Good 3 and 4. We gained a couple of 3 tenths there, but that might be because of lap traffic. So it's hard to say how fast we are on our own versus lap traffic. Okay, he is stuck in lap traffic, so we can say that uncontested.
Clear right.
Even without lap traffic, we still gained a tenth on him in that corner, so car's actually better. I can't believe that. I have no idea how many laps I've led in this race. Maybe just over 100 if I had to guess. I mean, we dominated stage 2, so we led a little bit of stage 1 and a lot of stage 3, so gotta imagine it's over 100 laps.
All clear.
We'll get around Cole Custer. We had a little bit of trouble there, so that kind of hurt us.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Truex got held up a little bit. Shocked no one's been able to completely pass Truex. I don't know. I mean, that's better for us. I don't know where Brad's at, but he might be second.
Still there.
In fact, I think he is.
Right
Yeah,
side
he is.
clear.
Yeah, he's right there. In fact, all the leaders are right here, so... Jeez, this has turned out to be better than probably the real life race is going to be. It's going to be close. And we're catching them. It's not by a lot, but we're reeling them in. Chase Elliott got held up by Ty Dillon a little bit. Not a lot, but enough.
Careful, still there.
I don't think Truex has any lap traffic in front of him. He has one car. He's passed him on the outside. Brad's actually trying to catch him, so... Kind of have a battle for a lead brewing, which I really hope Truex can hang on. Because I know Brad's a lot faster than Truex, and if Brad gets the lead, then we might be screwed, because he might be just fast enough to kind of hold us off. Have to wait and see. Our tires are getting absolutely shredded, though. But it should be good, though. God, we get such a good run through 3 and 4. Car just really just rotates. It rotates better now. Let's see what Chase does with this lap car. It's gonna go up high. Caught him at a bad time.
Stay low, stay low.
Couldn't really capitalize on that as much as I would want.
Careful, still there. All clear.
And we'll send it here in turn 1. And it's stuck. Oh, little contact. We're okay though. Ow, my hand hurt. My elbow hurts because I'm so tense.
Clear to the right.
There we go. We'll take over 4th. Now we are only 2.5 back. We got a couple more lap cars in front of Truex. Brad's really trying to get by him, so that was a terrible turn 1.
Left side.
That was an awful turn 1. There's no excuse for that.
Careful, still there. Clear left. Inside.
Okay, we clear Truex, or we clear Chase, which is important. Get by him. 2.5 back from Truex still. They're going to be catching a monsoon of lap cars, though. Oh my god, Cody Ware. Cody Ware and some other car are holding them up big time. I just saw that in front of me. Oh, gotta appreciate Cody Ware doing that. What an absolute legend. He really tried. Brad's right there now. Come on, we gotta pull a Mayfield sort of comeback. We gotta pull a 2004 Richmond race where he was able to clutch his way into the inaugural chase with that win. We gotta kind of pull some Mayfield magic here. That was some good alliteration, though. I like that. Brad's trying to pass Truex for the lead, which is bad news for us. Looks like we're going to catch Briscoe and Cody Ware. Kind of a good part of the track, so good for us. We don't got to worry about them too much. We'll get by Briscoe, Cody Ware.
All the way to the wall.
Just going to have to send it here in turn 1 because getting to the end of the race, I can't just sit around and wait.
Look outside. He's outside.
So we'll get by him there.
Outside there by
Didn't mean to
himself.
dive bomb it,
All
but
clear.
circumstances kind of demand the dive bomb, so I'm sure he'll understand. Wow, Harvick got held up by Bubba big time there. I just saw that. Yeah, there goes Brad again. He's trying. He's really trying to get to him. He got to the inside there, but I don't know if he's going to have enough.
Still there.
Oh, he is. But we got Ricky Stenhouse. That might hold him up. Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Stenhouse is going to hold him up. Ah. Love to see it. Thank you, Stenhouse. That's going to give Truex the lead back, I think. What a battle. Leave it to Stenhouse to mess things up. Oh, he's... Oh, okay, Truex. Truex got by him. All right, Truex back in the lead. .7 back from the leader with like 23 to go. Man, what a sweaty last 30-some-odd laps. Truex got to deal with another lap car. Our car is getting looser and looser as the run goes on, so that's not good at all. You're 1.3 seconds back from Truex. We're closing. Lap traffic is destroying them now. Harvick's getting held up. We'll just get by him that way. We clear him. Perfect. Up to third. There's Brad in front of me. Truex is a second, .3 back or ahead of me. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a shot. We got a shot at this. .1 back now. Well, 1.2, okay.
Stay left, all clear.
Man, what a race. Oh, okay, never mind. We got Cindric there. Oh, will Cindric play Penske favorites? Will he hold up Truex? Will we get some shenanigans with that? I don't know, but
20 laps to go.
20 to go. Oh, Truex
All right, clear
getting held
outside.
up.
Right side, clear right.
God, what a mess. We're an absolute mess. We're only a second back now. Truex, oh my God, Alfredo's holding them up. Anthony Alfredo, oh, Cindric's in the way now. He don't give a shit about his teammate. He's gonna be racing for that 30th place or whatever. Oh my God, that is stacking up big time. Oh, they're still stacking up. All right, we'll go for a lead. Sure, why not? Thank you.
All the way to the wall. Inside.
Oh,
Clear low.
we're clear. Back into the lead with 20 to go. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, what a comeback. Yes. Oh, that's glorious. All because Anthony Alfredo was holding up Cindric, who was 21st, and Alfredo was running like 36th. Why, I don't know. But I will take it. And we are in the lead. I think Harvick just took over third, too, so Brad got destroyed by lap cars, and Garrett Smithley's now holding me up. That's a mess. And Truex is going to follow suit with me, so that's, I guess, good for him. What a freaking battle. What a race. This race is just amazing. We're building some kind of gap with me and Truex. Truex going to get held up by McDowell, so that's good for me. I don't know how to explain it. The car's gotten better. The damage has helped the car. I can't believe I'm saying that. Oh, Suarez. Please move. Thank you. There we go.
Stay left.
Well, hey, if the game's thinking Truex is going to win, I'm fine with that. I would like to see Truex win.
Clear outside.
Joey Gase, why? Amazingly, that did give me hood damage, but that really screwed me up. 15 to go.
Stay on the bottom here. You got room. You're clear.
got more lap traffic though, so I'm thinking maybe Truex will get screwed up by it. Yeah, it's definitely sliding a lot more, but we should have more than enough tire wear to make it to the end, no problem.
Stay on the bottom. All clear.
Props to Truex, he's keeping me honest. He's right there. We'll try to pass Chastain on the high side.
Careful, still there.
Even if Truex tries to pass him on the inside, he's going to get held up by Chastain, so that's going to be good for me at least.
Still there.
Yeah, we should be fast enough to clear him in the one.
Clear low, bud.
Chastain, oh my god, he like tried to take me out there, look like. That was gross. Alright. It's just me and Truex now battling for this lead. We got a Gibbs teammate up in front of me, so I don't know if he's going to start playing favorites. To go. Keeping Truex at bay. Lap traffic, he's actually gotten around it pretty good, all things considered, so I thought he would get held up a little bit more.
Careful, still there.
For Bell,
All clear.
in my way. Gibbs conspiracy right there, I bet. Trying to bone me. There we go, gets the inside of him. There we go, gets the inside of him.
Clear all around.
Good run off 2. Luckily, he hasn't gotten close enough to be like side by side with me off 2. So we actually have a... I know it doesn't look like a lot, but we have a comfortable lead. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but... with me and like how I know how the AI kind of race, like... 2/10 feels like 2 seconds to me. Got Ryan Preece up here. Gonna dive bomb it so I can clear him.
Still there.
Got the inside of him. Perfect. Get the pass. Truex not going to get held up. If I have to finish ahead of anyone, I'm fine with the Truex win. I like Truex, so I'm up for this. Racing with Truex like this for the lead. It's pretty good stuff. I like it. We actually built up a nice gap there, so I don't know what happened to him there. I just can't believe how much Brad fell off in this last half of the race. He was fast for so long. He was second for so much of this race, and now he dropped back to 4th. Looks like he might take over 3rd from Harvick, but... oh my god, De Benedetto. What are you doing? It was a little scary. 8 to go. We don't got too much. I mean, we only have a little bit of lap traffic to worry about. Oh, De Benedetto. He's going to hold Truex up. Oh, that's beautiful. We built up a little bit of a gap because of that. Now we're going to try to pass Ty. It's just such a... all strategic passes trying to get around these lap cars. Sometimes you hit them at the right part of the track and it's no problem getting around them. Other times it's not. 7 to go. 6/10 of a second lead. There goes William Byron, who I boned in the first 10 laps of the race. Oh, how karma has come back full circle. I really hope he doesn't do anything to me. To go. I think Byron might be I don't know, Nah, there's probably more lap cars I'll pass before then, but we definitely got a little bit of clear distance before we get to that 77 car. Truex is still only 6/10 of a second back from me, so again, keep me honest. Byron's going to make this really tough to get by him. We'll just cut down low, get by him that way. Beautiful.
5 to go. You got this.
5 to go. Tires are worn, but that should be fine. Should be able to make it to the end, no problem. We're actually, I was going to say pulling away, but then it went from 7/10 to 6/10, so never mind. Byron may hold him up, I'm not sure. No, not really. Didn't really hold him up. Yeah, our tires will be fine. 4 to go. I've got Justin Haley and Timmy Hill. That's going to be a bit of a problem because there's 2 cars now I got to pass. Truex actually gained a 10th on me, so that's a little concerning. That really sucks having to slow up like that. Oh, what a mess. That really hurt me. Oh, Timmy Hill tried to hold up Truex, but it didn't help. Now Truex is right there, so that's concerning.
Still there. You're all clear up top.
Oh, always holding them up. Always holding them up. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, wow, what a dick. What an absolute dick. Wow, he just held him up like 6/10 of a 7/10 of a second. He's still on the outside trying to pass him. Wow. What an he lost a second from that. That is garbage. 2 to go. How do I get around BJ McLeod though? Because he's, I don't know. I'm just scared. All right, he's just gonna. All right, that was perfect timing.
Stay low. Stay low. All clear. No pressure.
All right, well, here we go. We're going through 3 and 4. I don't think we got to worry about any more lap traffic. We got a second lead on Truex. Shut up, Tony. Here we go. White flag. White flag. It's official, no matter what. I didn't want to say anything until the white flag happened, but we are there. Let's get through 1 and 2. And Truex is 1.1 seconds back. We're fine. Lap traffic's not going to pose a threat. We're good with lap traffic. Truex is going to beat the shit out of that 77 car for holding him up for like 8/10 of a second. But through 3 and 4, it's victory. It's victory time. We're going to dance.
Great job, driver. Checker flags in the air. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. We did it for Mayfield. We did it for the track. I kind of was off beat there again. I got to figure out how to do the dance sequence better because that was awful. But we freaking did it. 46 people watching this. Yes. That is glorious. What a race. That 7, I don't know. Was that Justin Haley in the 77? That Truex is going to beat the shit out of him. He cost him like 8/10 of a second. That was the biggest issue with lap traffic I've ever seen them do to a AI driver. I was gonna. I just screwed the 24 car again. I boned him on lap 10 in the race. Oh my god, I boned him on lap 10 of the race. And then I did that to him down pit road. Oh my god. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, the time was, that was... You can't script that shit. Wow, I just... We did it though. I was gonna say, we're gonna... I literally, like, pulled a Vince Welch. I was trying to say victory, and I said Vimel. I just flubbed all of my words. But this is why I'm not a broadcaster. Scott McNew with the frickin' member for 4 months. Winner, winner, KFC dinner. He did the super sticker thing. Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let it be noted that lap traffic will probably be a factor in today's race. I mean, it might. It might. It was, I mean, in the Coke 600, Hamlin got second right there at the end because of lap traffic in my game. That didn't really play out in real life, but he did end up getting the wins, so that still counts, but maybe in this race, lap traffic will play a factor. I don't know, but I guess I'll have to wait and see. That was good. That was good. We got it for Mayfield. Speed rating 104 when I was doing this off camera. I was only getting like 103, so we actually went faster in this race somehow. Three-hour and 10-minute race. Sheesh. This race is only supposed to be like 240 laps, so it's gonna be kind of hard to see the whatever yellows came out because the replay doesn't work for like the first half of it. It just goes through, and that's just how it goes. Ugh. Thank you for saying great win. I appreciate that. What a frickin' race. I wrecked. Not wrecked, but I got loose. I hit the wall. Got ass damage. I fell back 4.5 seconds. And to reel them back in with like 17 to go. That's a comeback. That is a freaking clutch win. I'm happy with that. That was glorious. Still have not seen like any yellows being brought out, or I don't know what the game would show. 255. Me and Ty. Oh yeah, that's when I wrecked myself. That was embarrassing. Yeah. Ow. But we came back from that. 258, started third, had to repair damage, got the lead back, no problem. I don't think there was any more. Me and Lars. Oh yeah, this is. Yeah, okay. Look at that. That could have been really bad. So I got tight off the corner. I nipped the wall, and it just took my car to the left. Chase hit me. That's where I got my ass damage, I guess. I slid, and I was gonna hit the wall, but that wall extending, that saved me. Just look at that. Like, I hit twice. Okay, that explains it, but yeah, I kept going from that, and because that wall extended, that saved me from pile driving it. I don't even know what to say. That was epic. That was an epic comeback. We pulled a clutch Mayfield comeback. I mean, that could have been more perfect. So that gave us 2004 Richmond vibes, unironically. We'll get the double, do it for Mayfield. That's beautiful. We'll see how many laps we led. Truex had the fastest lap to 32.3. Ooh, we led 170. That's actually more than I did in my practice race where I had like 163. So, ooh, we actually led more. I never would have thought that with how this race went. I really couldn't have imagined that. Kirk got 10th. Yes! He might finish 10th in the real race. Truex got 2nd. Brad dropped to 3rd. Busher 12th. We only had... I was actually close to lapping Bowman there at the end. So that would have only put 15 on lead lap. But yeah, 16 on lead lap. And we had poor Ryan Newman finish 39th. Only able to complete 129 laps or something. Wow. What a race. Sheesh. I guess that'll do it for me in the stream. Go back to the main menu and we'll call it a day. Now I gotta get food. I'm gonna miss the race now, so that's gonna really piss me off. God damn it. I should have started at 11:30, I guess. Here we go. Speed ring 104. 2 wins in 2 races that I've done there at that track. I'll go back to this here. Yeah. Well, that'll do it for me, I guess. Next week, I don't know what track they go to next week. I have to look it up. I don't know if it's Nashville. I'm not sure. If it is, then maybe we'll do something else on Sunday instead of the T5, because obviously we don't have Nashville in this game. But, yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. I really appreciate it. There was a lot of people that tuned in. It's nice to see this many people show up and stuff. That's really cool. Especially, like, the super chats, donations, stuff. That's, like, freaking awesome. That really goes a long ways in helping me out. More than I can even begin to articulate, so just want to thank them one more time before we head out. Black Flags Matter with the $1 super chat. Third Game Cafe with the $4.99. Day 500 with the 100 bomb. Like, good God. Third Game Cafe with another $4.99. And Scott McNew did his, like, super sticker thingamajig thing for 4 months now, which is freaking awesome. So, thank you for that. Sonoma next week. Oh, boy. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun in this game, because the AI are, like, impossible, and the only way to actually pass them is because of lap traffic, so yeah, that's actually going to be really tough. That's actually going to be really tough, and it's going to be a long race too, because this is with the old configuration that was in this game, so yeah, it's going to be a long ass race. That's going to be a long race. I'll have to start that stream at like 11 or something. I don't know, but either way, that'll do it for me in the stream and in the video. Obviously, this week we got NASCAR Wait on Tuesday. Monday will be the NASCAR race review. Maybe it'll come out sooner if it's like a really big shit show and there's a lot of, like, if I'm really pissed off, then I'll just upload it like as soon as I can. If it's kind of like a tame race, then it'll probably be like a typical like 11:30 a.m. type of thing. But typical like videos throughout Monday through Friday with NASCAR Wait and World of Outlaws. So got that going on. Great stream. You be safe. Thank you, Crazy Victor. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you for everybody for stopping by. Obviously, if anyone wants to check out Day 500's Twitch stream, he's going to be reacting to the race and all that stuff. So definitely do that, because he's always entertaining and just kind of fun to watch and very chill and laid back. So it's a good stream. It's always fun to check those out. So that's one of my highlights for Sundays, watching those. I like watching him watch the race, and his bed is so perfectly made. It needs to be his own emoji. It's really amazing. Okay. But yeah, definitely check him out on Twitch. So, yeah. Either way, that'll do it for me. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm going to go get food and miss like the first 15 laps of the race, because I'm going to freaking... But yeah. I will see you all in another stream, another video. And yeah. Have a good day, and hopefully the race is not a Garbito, like, 2 out of 10 race thing. My expectation is very low. I'm just hoping for like a 3 out of 10 race from everything I've heard. So if I don't know, we'll see. I'll see you all later, and have a good stream. Have a good day. Not